only needing one thing. Don't need the jewels and the pearls and all the things in between. I need a lot of your time, and I be needing attention. Need that next level love, boy, you know I'm feeling ascension. I'm feeling ascension. I see what we're missing. Put some clothes on, baby, can we go to a dinner? Let's go to a movie for just us two. Let's make new memories between me and you. Heels, check. Beat, check. Run up the check, baby, tell me what's next. Hey, love, check. Fun, check. One-on-one, baby, we needed this. It's a day night. Get dressed, let's get dressed, let's. It's a day night. No stress, no. No stress, no. It's a day night. Get dressed, let's get dressed, let's. It's a day night. No stress, no. No stress, no. Know you needed my time, and I'm needing you too. Fly me out to dinner, reservation for two. I can't even deny, I ain't even gon' lie, that you really got my heart. Tonight it's a whole vibe. Tonight it's about us, riding round Billy Truck. Know they faces are stuck, unconditional love. Tonight we gon' make some memories, ain't thinking about our enemies. Pop out and we make a scene and drop about 300 beans. Heels, check. Beat, check. Run up the check, baby, tell me what's next. Hey, love, check. Fun, check. One-on-one, baby, we needed this. It's a day night. Get dressed, let's get dressed, let's. It's a day night. No stress, no. No stress, no. It's a day night. Get dressed, let's get dressed, let's. It's a day night. No stress, no. No stress, no.
Hey, y'all. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Tonight, very special night. Let me tell y'all, it is the 50th show of the Live Ladies podcast. Yes, now we've had many shows, many good topics, many blow-ups and crash outs and you know, opinions and hey, tonight I wanted to bring it back to the essence, right? And I'm gonna let you know, tonight's show may be a trigger warning. You know, I just came back from, work to get ready. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I got my nice comfortable clothes. You know what I'm saying? We're going to keep it real in this room tonight. If we all can have a really honest conversation. I tell you, tonight going to be one of them shows. You know what I'm saying? So, I hope everybody gets nothing but the unadulterated truth. Be yourself. Tonight, yeah. And I want y'all to enjoy the 50th episode of Live Ladies Podcast. I'm going to give you the topic in a moment, but I want you to know a couple of things. But let me introduce myself first. Let me do it right like I usually do it, right? So I am your girl, Evolution Brooklyn, and y'all know this is Evolution Era Media. Yes, this is a small black business. Yes, this is from my company. This is the media aspect of my company. You know what I'm saying? And over here, we keep it real and we do the damn thing. You know what I'm saying? We get results and we have fun doing it, right? So you can find me on every platform because I'm branching out, y'all. I know I love YouTube and this going to be the primary, but I'm branching out to other different social media networks. You know what I'm saying? And I'll be placing banners, all throughout the show to let y'all know what to follow, where y'all can find me at. But I'm going to just tell you, since you're here right now, you can find your girl, okay? I am on every social media platform at Evolution Era Media, all one word, except for Facebook. And shout out to Facebook. We are live streaming over there right now. That is Destiny with 2 E's. Destiny with 2 E's. No Y, 2 E's. Evolution Brooklyn, all one word. and J, J-A-E. So it's Destiny Evolution Brooklyn J. I know a lot of people was asking me that. That's the full name. That encompasses my real name, my DJ name, and also the name I go by on these social media streets. All right. And also spaces. I'm trying to do the spaces thing. You know what I'm saying? Just to get different content out there, things like that. Over there, I am Unique Star Brand, right? That's UniqStarBrand, all one word. You know what I'm saying? You will see my face pop up, and you know you in the building when I had these conversations. We're gonna do that. So that's Unique Star Brand over on Twitter, what they call X now. All right. TikTok, same thing, Evolutionary Media. Everywhere else, same thing. Evolutionary Media, all one word. All right. Now, let me get this out the way so we can get to the top. All right. I need you guys, again, I always tell y'all, I need y'all to subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Hold your girl down. We are on our way to 1,000 subscribers. You know what I'm saying? And then we really get to have fun on these, you know what I'm saying, on these social media. So we really gonna have a good time on YouTube, right? Also, I need you to like the video. If you're in the building now, regardless if you like me, you don't like me, yeah, I'm saying, really don't mean nothing to me. But I need you to hit that like button. So, hey, you know what I'm saying? Hit the like button, let YouTube know, hey, yeah, that's a good show. I like this. I want this to keep going on. All right. And also the notification bell. The notification bell is for you. But I want you to watch this video. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to come back with some shout outs with my people in the chat. And watch this video. I'm going to show you. I never tell y'all nothing and don't show y'all what I'm talking about. Right? You know what I'm saying? We very visual over here. You know, we got the capabilities. So watch this video. Like the hit. Here it go. All right, yes. So that was a video to show you what I need you to do tonight. If you haven't, my evolutionaries, they know it. They've done it. You know what I'm saying? They've been solid since day one. They in the chat. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to shout them out. But if you want to be an evolutionary, you want to be a part of the group, I need you. Hit that subscribe button like I was telling you. Also, hit the like button. I don't care if you watch it tomorrow, whatever. Hit the like button for your girl. And also, the notification bell, hit that, because that's for you. Because we branching out, summertime coming, you know, I'm in these streets, and I'm bringing y'all everywhere I go. I committed to that. I got the GoPro and everything. It's going down. I got 2 phones. It's going down. You know what I'm saying? So definitely hit that notification bell. Now, let me shout out my people. I'm going to do YouTube first. And as people come in Facebook and Instagram, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to shout y'all also like I do. Let's see the evolutionaries that's in the building. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my evolutionaries. All right. We got the king, Richard Reed. Shout out to you, Richard Reed. Appreciate you, king. Also, we got in the building. Okay, we got Army. Shout out to you, Queen. I'm so glad you back. Tonight was a special night, Queen. I'm so glad to see you. You know, I didn't want to hit y'all up. We not on YouTube, but I don't want to be impeding in y'all life. You know what I'm saying? So I be like, okay, I'll just wait till they show. I be wanting to know that y'all all right, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I be missing y'all when y'all going. I know when I don't see y'all, I definitely be thinking about y'all. I'm going to start hitting y'all because y'all are my people. Y'all like my social media family. Just say, you all right? You know what I'm saying? Just say, all right, and we good. Right? Shout out to you, Queen. You know what I'm saying? Also, we got the Queen, Black Beauty in the building. Shout out to you, Queen. Yes. All right. These the evolutionaries in the building. All right. Yes. Next up, we got the Queen, Keisha Horse. Keisha, I appreciate seeing you. Like I said, you got them fire comments. You know what I'm saying? Also, Black Beauty. When Black Beauty come up here, she be on fire. You know what I'm saying? Army be on fire. Yo, y'all just be killing it. And I appreciate y'all. You know what I'm saying? It's good to see my queens in the building, my kings in the building. You know? Yes, the 50th show. Keisha, I got something for you. Y'all wait. I got something for you. All right, and okay, y'all know Darryl Whitaker, you know what I'm saying? You know all the ladies love Darryl. You know, he just smooth on the walk in, on the walk out. You know how that go. Shout out to you, Darryl. Shout out to you, King. All right. And sorry, Rich, I didn't put your comments. I want to make sure I do that. Yeah, the first 10 minutes. I definitely, want to put up y'all comments and stuff there before we get into the topic. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Noli D, shout out to you, Queen. I see you every now and then, Noli, you know what I'm saying? But I miss you, girl. Yeah, I be missing y'all when y'all go. Y'all can't be going away like that. What are you doing? Like, yes. Okay. Got my people in the building. All right. Established 78. Shout out to you, Queen. Yes. It's good to see y'all. Let me tell y'all something. I appreciate y'all being here, right? So y'all know it's the 50th show. Nobody know I'm doing this. A lot of times I just like sporadically do stuff, right? So I say, it's the 50th show. You know what I'm saying? And I want to do a special giveaway tonight. But this is the thing about that giveaway. In order for me to give that giveaway, I've been real lax on these super chats. And I've been on a lot of different places. I've been seeing a lot of super chats. And I'm like, I never open up my mouth and ask. So I'm going to I just need 5 super chats. And I'm going to give away a special gift to somebody. Now, y'all are going to, I always try to put y'all in it, right? So I may have a question for you that I might want somebody to answer. Maybe I'll do a number thing. I'm going to figure it out. But I'm going to give away something free tonight. You know what I'm saying? So y'all, all we need, like I always say, is 5 super chats. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to get that thing off. You know what I'm saying? Somebody going, you never know. You know what I'm saying? But I need the support. You know what I'm saying? Y'all work a little bit because this one going to be nice. You know what I'm saying? And I usually, usually people make you do all types of extra stuff. Nah, once we hit our goal, then, you know what I'm saying, I'm going to do that. It's the 50th show. You know what I'm saying? Y'all been riding for a long time. If I had the capacity to give something to all of y'all, I would, but I ain't got. I ain't got like that. You know what I'm saying? So hold y'all girl down. Make sure y'all hit them super chats. The way to give a super chat, you know what I'm saying, is down there when y'all typing. If y'all look to the right, I'm pretty sure there is a $sign there. You know what I'm saying? You hit that, and it'll give you all the instructions how to send a super chat. You know what I'm saying? And we looking for, like I said, 5 for the night, right? Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give y'all the topic. Now, I remember a couple of weeks ago, we had a topic that was the opposite of what this topic is tonight. But since this is the Live Ladies Podcast, this episode 50, I said, I think this topic here would be amazing, just to cap off the 50. I mean, what I try to do first is we try to do the ladies, see what the ladies like, especially for this show, right? But, and matter of fact, while I'm looking for it, I'll tell you what it is, right? Okay, so here's the topic for tonight. We're talking about things men should be held accountable for. Now, if y'all remember, there was a show a couple of weeks ago. You know what I'm saying? And I'll give you the date so y'all can look at that show. I'll tell you what episode it was, where, right, we talked about the women. Let me tell you something. That damn show was all over the place. And I don't know if I would say like the women were in their feelings or they couldn't take accountability, because we've been talking about that a lot. So I really been gearing everybody up for this show because I know we've been getting things like some of y'all don't talk good about the men, and the men sometimes be in their feelings, and what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying with that, right? Everybody got to take accountability for what they do. So, for a man, I was just thinking, wouldn't it be great to hear what a woman thinks? And maybe you could tailor it to your life, and you may need to change some things. You get what I'm saying? I mean, we had a lot to say for the women. I do remember that show. We had a lot to say for the women. So I figured, hey, let me give my ladies a turn. You know what I'm saying? And I have a lot of clips and things like that. Just wants to talk, a little bit about it. That's what I'm saying. Get off a little bit to see what we think about different things. I am going to put the link up. I'm going to play this first video, and I'm going to put the link up. So, y'all can come up. You know what I'm saying? Tell a sister what y'all think, And we're going to start off like I was talking about accountability. So I figure I'll let the men talk about it. You know what I'm saying? And we're doing all men. I know a lot of people say, oh, you just talk about the black man. Because I just be talking about the black man. I'm just going to say, I mean, not saying that's all I care about, but they my brothers. So I'm going to make sure that they good. And if they could get the self-improvement they may need, or they may find out that they the man. They may find out that they good money, like they don't need nothing. It could happen like that. You know what I'm saying? If you feel you good, you like it, I love it. But, you know what I'm saying? Y'all know how I do these shows. Y'all know I'm doing the work on myself. So I definitely want to make it where I can help others. Like I'm getting help. Let me tell you something. My therapist told me I'm wrong all the damn time. And you know what I got to do? I got to just take it and figure it the hell out. You know what I'm saying? Why she feel like that? And she don't know me. So she giving an objective opinion. You know what I'm saying? You know, she might know me a little bit now, but you know, hey, hard work. You got to do the hard work. You know what I'm saying? Yes. All right. Yes. Okay. Thank you, Queen. Shout out to the Queen, Black Beauty. Black Beauty said, okay. She said, let me kick off the super chat for the night. Thank you, Queen. Yes, I got you. Yes. Hey. And let me tell you something. The super chatters, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Once we get them 5, yeah, we going in. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, Queen. Let me give you some love and respect. I appreciate you, Queen. Black Beauty, you know what I'm saying? That's my girl right there, you know? Thank you, Queen. Here we go.
Ain't got enough to pay the rent, can we delay the bills? Another dollar getting spent, another day to chill. I can't afford to play it safe, I gotta make a deal. It's gotta be another way, a Cadillac DeVille.
Thank you, Queen. I appreciate you. Yes, y'all, we got 4 more super chats. You know what I'm saying? 4 more super chats. And we're about to be giving that giveaway. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? We doing that thing tonight, you know? And let me tell you something. Y'all know how my crew is. They creep in little bit by little bit. But one thing that's good about your girl, I could carry a show. You know what I'm saying? I know some of y'all know me for a while. Because I got a lot of opinions, but I got a lot of facts too. So we're gonna talk about. Thank you, Black Beauty. Yo, y'all look at this. And ladies, let me tell y'all something. This is the show for us. I need to know what y'all thinking, what y'all feeling. If y'all not up here, I'm about to put the link up. If y'all not up here, I want to hear what y'all gonna say in the comments. You understand? We got to be united front tonight. What we doing? This the 50th. This the big one. All right? So, yeah, let's talk about this. Now, why you ask, like I said before, it ain't a... Check this out. And I'm going to be honest. I'm going to say this. We should use some of this stuff, some of these shows, regardless if we cry show or not, to help in our real lives. You know what I'm saying? Maybe we got the man of our dreams, and we don't know it yet. Or maybe he needs to do a little bit. You may be able to help the brother that, don't know. He just need a little bit of fine-tuning. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? He may get a revelation. Matter of fact, sit him beside you on the couch or wherever y'all at and let him watch this too. You know what I'm saying? Let that brother get better. You know what I'm saying? All right. Y'all let me know when y'all see this one. I'm going to put up the link in a moment. Here we go. We doing good now. You know what I'm saying? Now, these are just tips. So let's see what the first brother talking about. I did not watch all of this. I'm watching it with my ladies and my gentlemen. All right. So here we go. All right, that should be it. Y'all know I got a little delay, so, you know. All right, we got one of the brothers. All right, here we go, y'all.
People who not yes man. Get women in your life who gonna stand up to your bullshit. I'm not saying be difficult or women who gonna be masculine and combative, but you need women around you that's be like, bro, you tripping. I deal with women, they'll tell me if I'm tripping. My kid's mom, if I was tripping, she'll tell me, bro, you tripping. And that don't make her combative or that don't make her argumentative. I wouldn't deal with no woman that's just a yes man. That just let me do whatever. Let me go out crazy because all they here for is $1. You're supposed to deal with real people. Your homie's supposed to, hey, bro, you tripping. My homies ain't gonna let me do no dumb shit. My homies ain't gonna let me say stupid shit. If I get up here right now and say some old wild shit, some old crazy shit, and my homies to check me behind the scenes, you're supposed to get people around you like that. Get around people who not yes man. Get women in your life who gonna stand up to your bullshit. I'm not saying be difficult or women who gonna be masculine and combative, but you need women around you that's be like, bro, you tripping. I deal with women that they'll tell me if I'm tripping. My kid's mom, if I was tripping, she'll tell me, bro, you tripping. And that don't make her combative or that don't make her argumentative. I wouldn't deal with no woman that's just a yes man. That just let me do whatever. Let me go out crazy because all they here for is $1. You're supposed to deal with real people. Your homie's supposed to, hey, bro, you tripping. My homies ain't gonna let me do no dumb shit. My homies ain't gonna let me say stupid shit. If I get up here right now and say some old wild shit, some old crazy shit, and my homies to check me behind the scenes, you're supposed to get people around you like that. Get around people who not yes man. Get women in your life who gonna stand up to your bullshit. I'm not saying be difficult or women who gonna be masculine and combative, but you need women around you that's be like, bro, you tripping. I deal with women that they'll tell me if I'm tripping. My kid's mom, if I was tripping, she'll tell me, bro, you tripping. And that don't make her combative or that don't make her argumentative. I wouldn't deal with no woman that's just a yes man. That just let me do whatever. Let me go out crazy because all they here for is $1. You're supposed to deal with real people. Your homie's supposed to, hey, bro, you tripping. My homies ain't gonna let me do no dumb shit. My homies ain't gonna let me say stupid shit. If I get up here right now and say some old wild shit, some old crazy shit, and my homies to check me behind the scenes, you're supposed to get people around you like that. Get around people who not yes man. Get women in your life who gonna stand up to your bullshit. I'm not saying be
because like, I mean, that was some gems right there. You know, I always talk about that. I remember I told a story a couple of days ago. Yeah, I remember, and I was talking about how my baby hairs was wrong, and I got into an argument, and somebody said it, and then I was like, "Damn, I ain't got no friends." You know what I'm saying? I was just talking about that with you know what I'm saying, with a real special person. Like I was just like, "Yo, tell me if I look crazy." Like, you know what I'm saying? Like let me know if I need to change something, or that's what we're supposed to do for each other. Like, I'm just wondering, and you know, we don't have no brothers up here yet. I did just put up the link and everything. It's fairly early. I know 8 o'clock is a little early for some people. I'm working on the 9 o'clock thing. I don't know about that. You know what I'm saying? But I want to know, and I'm gonna ask the brothers in the chat. Y'all let me know. Do y'all want yes women? I mean, because yes women are very easy. But I'm trying to figure out, does that work with your life? Is that like, how does that work? Y'all let me know, brothers. Brothers, let me know. Hey, Stephanie. Hey, Queen.
Hello.
Look, we on the 50, yeah.
We are moving and grooving.
Yes, they said it couldn't be done, but we doing it. You know?
Absolutely.
How you doing, Queen?
I'm doing good. I am really tired, but I said, you know, I'm gonna push, and I see you up here, and I'm like, I'm gonna get up here and help my Evo.
Thank you so much. Yes, I appreciate it. You know, what you think about the topic tonight?
Oh, it's very good. I think, you know, we need our men to take their place, but it's like I know it's been hard for them because they've been listening to social media. They're probably trying to know, what the heck do I do, because women say they don't need me. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to navigate this new climate of dating. So, you know, just giving a little compass of where they should go, or, you know, a little suggestion here. Like the guy said, we just give you a little suggestion here or there, you know, that can help a person, you know, that can help a man. And especially just being accountable, maybe in, you know, a relationship with a woman, you know, sometimes we want to, you know, would like to say things we may not, because we don't want to disturb it. You know what I'm saying? So it's really finicky. It's this is a good subject, but yeah, that can challenge a lot of things.
This is the first time, as I was pulling up these clips, this is the first time I may have been affected like wholeheartedly. This is the first time I was like, damn, like I feel kind of bad if brothers don't know this. You know what I'm saying? Or like why don't they know this? And I was just like, damn, I was like, I really want to hear from the brothers. And I'm gonna be honest, right? You know, I've been telling a lot of people on this show, grow up, you know what I'm saying, figure it out, stop disrespecting, you know what I'm saying, people and all this stuff. You get what I'm saying? And I'm a little glad that we are where we are now, because I really want to hear for some good brothers, you know what I'm saying, on what they feel that's not going right, that's what going, you know what I'm saying, that what they are doing right, like where their mindsets at, and no judgment show. Hey, this one of these shows, I'm not going to be, you know, I'm not going to be challenge you, nothing like that. Just tell me how you feel. You know what I'm saying? And tell me what some of the brothers feel. That's kind of what I want. These clips help me out a lot. I'm hoping that they kind of help the brothers out too. And they hit on everything. I was finding everything. And I put the topic in. And all this stuff was coming up. I was like, so are other people asking what men are supposed to be accountable for? Like, it must have been a big subject. And I was like, wow, is that because men don't know their place? Or is that their women asking what they should be held accountable for? Like, how does that work? Like, I was shocked at that. And it's just something I just thought of. You know what I'm saying? You remember the women's topic. Yeah, let me go to these comments. You remember the women's one? It was like, they went crazy. You know what I'm saying? Everybody. So it's just like, all right. You know what I'm saying? Now we gotta ask the men. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Rich. Now we gotta ask the men and see what's what, you know. Oh, thank you, Rich. Rich is so good. Yeah, y'all know I'm trying stuff new, the bangs. I'm trying it all this summer. You know what I'm saying? So I do different stuff, you know. You know. Oh, see, Rich said we need the men to stop tripping and get in line to qualify for the ladies. Yes, I'm hoping that this will help. Even if some of them got to watch it tomorrow because they too, you know what I'm saying, shy to come up here tonight. Because, you know, every time I get something towards the men, they kind of shy away. They feel like it's a setup and all that. Nah, sometimes I love that. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, like, you know, the type of father I grew up on, we wasn't playing. Like, you had to be accountable for everything you do. And he was very militant. So we weren't taking the nonsense. So that's how I kind of am, because I'm like that in real life. You say something crazy, you want to tell me why you said it. And if you ain't got no facts behind it, it means nothing. And that's just how, you know, that's just how some people are, especially me, especially coming from New York. So, but I don't mean no harm, yeah, you know, anything like that. So, brothers, yo, y'all ain't got to be shy tonight. Y'all come up. I am not gonna, as y'all can hear my voice, I am not gonna yell. Get these 5 super chats so we could do this giveaway. That's all. You know what
are you giving away?
It's gonna be a special prize. Yeah.
An accountable man is the.
I wish. Boy, I wish I could. That would be great. That'd be worth more than money. That would be amazing. Hey, Queen. That would be great. Wow. Okay, see, Rich is answering. He said they need to act like grown men towards women. Okay, I agree. Men know exactly what they're supposed to do. Now, if they do it, that's something different. But they know exactly what they are supposed to do. Like let's stop playing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's funny. Most people watch on the TV. I'm starting to see the analytics that most people do watch on the TV. Ooh. Did you hear the first clip where the guy was saying like he don't want no yes women? And,
yeah.
That was very
I think that's what more modern women have become, because if some women are doing the work, you can tell how they talk, you can tell how they articulate, you can tell that they've been in situations in the past that didn't benefit them or that they learned from. So now there's like, okay, I got to do this, I got to change. So if I keep attracting this type of guy, no, I can't let this happen again. So I'm going to go forward with, you know, a little bit, you know, wiser. I'm not going to be a pushover. I'm not going to take it I'm not being rude, but you're not gonna, I'm not gonna be a pushover, but I'm gonna ask you
Yeah.
questions. We're
Yeah.
gonna be adults, and we're gonna,
Yeah.
be reasonable about this thing, or what you're, especially in the dating process. But I mean, you iron all that out by the time you get married, so it won't be so hard. But
Good. Yeah.
definitely now, it's like you said, I think a lot of people's frustration is the dating part and transitioning to the marriage part, because everybody
Yeah.
wants it this way and everybody wants it that way. But I'm just trying to say,
No
well,
compromise.
why? Or, this or that. But it's like, yo, I'm the man, just
Yeah.
listen. Like, but I need
Yeah,
to know
that's
who you
crazy.
are. Who are you? Let me see. I'm not gonna be the yes woman. Okay, yes, and then you lead me into a burning building. No, I need to know your mindset, like how Carl said. I need to know your mindset. I need to know your pattern, and I need to know what you've been doing. Because if I see
Yes.
that something's wrong, I ain't going over there.
Yes. Do you fit into my life? I be saying that a lot because, and I be wondering about this thing. You know how they always say, women are lonely and stuff. I wonder, do men get lonely like that?
Yeah,
Like women do.
they get
You know what
lonely.
I'm saying? Like, do they admit it? Like, what do they do? I really want to get inside the mind of a man. If I could just get one, I know they all gotta come. You know what they do when I had these shows, though. They be like,
I think the men they don't like being alone, but they'll choose their peace over aggravation. So don't
yeah,
don't do all that stuff. I'd rather just stay single. So I think they'd rather be alone in that situation, but I don't think they like being lonely, but they rather choose, the solitude over anybody that's going to disrupt that
and I
peace.
respect that. It takes a strong man to stay alone because women have needs, but men needs are a little different. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, at this point, I always say we all need to get together and figure it out. But there's a really big disconnect in our community. Let me tell you something. When I'm at work or whatever, I'm all through these social media apps, and I'm just looking like, damn, like we just never gonna be together. We never can get it right. What is going on? And you see a lot when you're like down watching it instead of being on the, on the big screen or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And I just be like, dang, like, and that's how I figure out that I'm a little rough when it comes to like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a little rough, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't play that. How come my family didn't play that? You didn't have no time. We're not playing them games. We're going to figure it out.
But y'all different. See, y'all New Yorkers, man, and it's a different, y'all are so fast paced. You're really in the city. You just gotta move that way. I mean, I came from, Boston there when I was a young kid, and I was just in the shoe store looking at some shoes. Oh, you want the shoes? You want this? I'm like, oh my God, hold on, wait a minute. I'm like, oh, this looks nice. Do you have this in a size 10? Oh, we don't have it. We call up to our other store. We're gonna get it for you. I'm like, oh God.
Right. You gotta get some. We'll do window shoppers. We'll do that. We'll be like, hurry up and buy.
Yeah, it's very fast paced. And so like you kind of have to be direct. You kind of have to be instructional. You kind of have to hear me this one time and I'm done because I gotta go. It's different pace, I guess, in different places. As opposed to women in the Southern, they can sit down and have their tea time, and it's different. Regionally,
totally fast paced. And I'm gonna be honest. I feel like when you're from the North, we don't have a lot of patience for a lot of stuff. We are a lot harder on our men. We don't mean to be. It's just like we don't do a lot of soft stuff. Like a lot of us, and y'all let me know if I'm wrong, because that could just be me. But we're not really like holding our men and cuddling them and coddling them.
That's a lie.
I was supposed to do that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
no, I think like you said, it's just a more fast pace. Like we're gonna do it, but maybe we're just busy. You know what I'm saying? I think it's different. It's just faster. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, let's cuddle faster. Let's do this faster. I don't know. Maybe it's just faster. Maybe we do show the love and the support and attention, but it's just in a more accelerated type of thing. I don't know.
Yeah, it's like it's such a disconnect. You know what I'm saying? Like every time I hear, a Southern person getting with a northern person, I'd be like, it's gonna be dissension there. But what I found out is those type of relationships work because opposites attract.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That so that's a little something different. And I like what Thalia said. Shout out to Thalia Prophets.
Okay.
I like what she's saying. She said, a lot of men like to hold accountability, yet don't. I like to hold others. I get what you're saying. I definitely, but don't hold it. I get it. Yeah. And we saw that on the last show. It was opinions flying everywhere. You know what I'm saying? And let's see what happened on this one. It's like, you gotta every now and then you gotta turn the mirror around and hold it to yourself. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, so that's what we kind of doing tonight. You know what I'm saying? And I would definitely want to hear what y'all saying because I did ask y'all a question. You know what I'm saying? The brothers and sisters, let me know for themselves. Oh, right. I knew Thalia had it. I knew she had it. Yes, like an accountable man. That would be beautiful. Yes. I'm be honest. I kind of feel like if us women like would talk a little bit more and be a little more like standing on 10 toes, like, I'm saying, like this, I'm saying, I feel like more men would be like, you know what, I'm about to figure this out and get this together. I'm saying, not saying it's on us because a man's supposed to be a man regardless, but I feel like these type of forums and stuff like that, it could definitely help the brothers out. I really think so. Oh, you missed it? I'm gonna play it again because it was a really good clip. Like I was surprised that he said that. You know what I'm saying? Hey Rob, hi.
Hey ladies, how are we?
Shout out to you, King.
Capitalism.
We're down with the anarchy. Down with them. Down with the oligarchy. Down with it.
Thank you for coming up, Rob. And brothers, so now it's a brother up here. Y'all ain't got no excuse. Y'all come up. We want to talk to y'all. We want to see what's going on. Don't let me start calling names. Like, we really want to, because let me tell you something. There is a narrative. You know what I'm saying? And if you let the women say what we going to say, we pushing the narrative. And I know y'all don't want that. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, I said, Rob is up here. Rob is about the best man. He's a good one. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, amazing man. There's something called a Rob Hines effect. And I'm going to clip it up. I'm going to give it to Rob. And I'm going to let him go ahead and advertise himself with that. That has the Rob Hines effect. And I'm pretty sure every time you come up here, we get it. You know what I'm saying? It harbors people like to hate on it, but it is a beautiful thing. I'm going to always give Rob love for that. I've been giving him love for that even when he wasn't on the show. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate that love. Evo be getting it done too, boy. She stay putting stuff up. I couldn't keep up. I mean, even now I'm having a hard time keeping up. I have like other stuff I got to do tonight. But I did want to come in and say what's up. And the other thing, whatever effect I have is usually dudes calling me simps, but I'm never lonely.
There you go. Yes, that is it. And Established is right. She said men definitely get lonely. She said they're human beings too. That's true, Established. I be talking like they're robots. I do. That's my bad. Thank you, Queen. I do that sometimes. I gotta get a little softer. You know what I'm saying? Rob, let me ask you, what do you think about this topic? What the things that men should be held accountable for, and maybe if you want to give me some of those things you think, let a sister know how you feel. Let the sisters know.
I think that my generation should be held accountable for the amount of selfishness that we have displayed over the years. Now, a part of this selfishness is the narrative that we have been taught by other men, how, you got to run your situation, how, she got to submit, this or that and the other got to happen, and you got to make her do this and make her do that. And because white supremacy reigns supreme in this country, there will always be somebody who will be willing to blame us for things that we don't have a whole lot of control over, right? And men will take on the narrative because they got this thing called a Venn diagram. That's when two similar things meet in the same place, right? And white supremacy and male supremacy, they touch circles in that diagram. So men will defend maleness unnecessarily, giving the thumbs up to white supremacy. Like, you remember before the election, it was one brother on here. I ain't mentioning no names. I don't want to argue with nobody right now. But they were talking about how great Trump was going to be and how he was going to make America great again. Well, they were defending white man bull crap in order to defend men. And what we have to realize, and what black men in particular got to take responsibility for, because even though we did vote for Kamala at 80%, we have never voted for a Republican higher than we voted for this last piece of trash, peach penis sucking guys out here talking about how great he was. And now everybody crying about their 401k losing their jobs. And now you're like, when we told you, all you had to do is follow the sisters. Whether or not you want to dominate them or not, you all want to sleep with them. So just subdue your passion for a minute long enough to follow what they're trying to guide you to, because we have always left you responsible for things that you need not be responsible for alone. So my thought would always be that we need to take responsibility for the selfishness that's baked into the system, and for our inability to see it for what it is.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I love that. You know what I'm saying? I love that. Thank you so much, King. That was beautiful. What's up, Daryl? How you doing, King?
What's happening, Daryl?
Well, we got two good brothers on the screen. This is beautiful. I want to ask you, Daryl. You know what I'm saying? Rob, you killed it, Rob. I appreciate you for coming up, definitely. Now, I got some more questions. Y'all can stay around for a little while, because I'm going to ask some stuff. You know what I'm saying? If you can, Rob, please.
I'm here.
Okay. Daryl, we're just going to jump right in. You know what I'm saying? I want to ask you, what do you think about, like, the topic tonight? And I'll tell you what it is things men should be held accountable for, right? And some of the things you think men should be held accountable for.
Most men that I know do take accountability for most of the things. Like, more men will take accountability if they're wrong rather than a woman would. Most of the guys I know are most stand-up guys, good fathers, they take care of their family, I really don't see that with a lot of brothers that I know. And I'm just going to say that for me personally. Mm-hmm. But, you do have some that, they don't take accountability. They don't give a fuck about what they do, who they hurt, what they say to people. You got a lot of dudes that just treat women like crap, treat people like crap.
Yeah.
I don't associate with too many of them.
That brings up something that you said that. I have made a statement. And I probably am not going to be able to find this clip. There was a statement from what you just said, Darren, that made me think. I had made a statement a little while ago about a lot of times when people treat people wrong, and you get what I'm saying? Like, I was saying something about, like, a lot of men having like mommy issues or issues like with their parents and stuff like that. I'm going to find that clip. I wasn't going to go there yet. But something, you know what I found out when I was getting these clips, which is probably going to make me stop saying it as much as I do, is that the majority of us that look like us, you know what I'm saying, the very melanated screen right here, have issues with our parents, or especially with our mothers. And let me tell you something. The clip finding process, to me, people would think it's just a 1, 2, 3. It's a quick. Y'all learn so much stuff from picking up these clips. And sometimes I listen to a couple of words. Sometimes I listen to them fully. And I'm just like, oh my God. I didn't know. And let me tell you something. I don't know if that happens with our counterparts, like the white community, you know what I'm saying? Or our Caucasian, brothers and sisters. I don't know if I can say, what I said. But, like, it's really bad in our community. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, it made me look at brothers a little differently now. You know what I'm saying? Because the sisters kind of go through the same thing too. You know what I'm saying? Like, all of us didn't come from a great home, and you know what I'm saying? But it was just the realization. Let me tell you something. I know a lot of people have issues, and I usually got a trigger warning thing going. I'll put it up there or whatever. A lot of us, men and women, have the same issues. Did y'all ever notice that? We have the same issues, but we don't know it. Like, y'all get what I'm saying? I'm
What are
trying to
some of
break
these
this down.
issues?
Like, yeah, like
Unity.
it's a lot of this stuff is community issues. It's not even okay. It's a man's issue. Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. It's a woman's issue. A lot of times it's community issues. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me tell you something. We got bad and good in every community, right? And tonight we just focusing on all of it. Bad, good, all of it. You know what I'm saying? Some of these clips will trigger you. I'm just gonna tell you that. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know I wouldn't be me. If I ain't getting the trips that, you know what I'm saying, make you want to curse me out. But then there are others. Shout out to Wilson Bab and Super Gang. I got another clip for y'all if y'all ready. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all pretty much answer the question. I know my evolutionaries, I need y'all to tell me what y'all think men should be accountable for. You know what I'm saying? Let me know. I don't know if everybody saw that first clip, but I'm gonna play this one. I know some people didn't see it, so I'm gonna go back to it. We're gonna come back to it because that was a real good clip. I really like that clip. All right, y'all tell me when y'all see this one come up. This is another one. I didn't listen to it in its entirety. You know what I'm saying? I like to be surprised with y'all. You know what I'm saying? And I do got some questions for you. I'm not even gonna wait. I do got some questions for you. All right, y'all let me know when y'all see this.
I see it.
You see it? All right. So here we go, y'all.
Way you get to a point of full personal accountability is either to one of the only way you get to a point of full personal accountability is either to one of two ways. Either you are forced to change because your health makes you change or something like that, or you finally get sick. So you're sick of where you are. You're so sick of where you are, and you recognize that it's keeping you from something that you really want. So it's either you're forced to it, or you recognize it's keeping you from something you want. One of those two reasons happen, and you say, you know what? I have I cannot any longer give myself an excuse. I have to do this. And so as a result of it, I am going to fully hold myself accountable for it. And when we start to learn as men, nothing in my life happens that is not a result of a decision that I make. The only way you get to a point of full personal accountability.
All right. So I usually play them twice, but y'all need me to play it again, I'll play it again. If not, I'm gonna come back with y'all. Matter of fact, let me just play them twice like I've been doing. Here we go.
Accountability is either to one of two ways. Either you are forced to change because your health makes you change or something like that, or you finally get sick. So you're sick of where you are. You're so sick of where you are, and you recognize that it's keeping you from something that you really want. So it's either you're forced to it, or you recognize it's keeping you from something you want. One of those two reasons happen, and you say, you know what? I have I cannot any longer give myself an excuse. I have to do this. And so as a result of it, I am going to fully hold myself accountable for it. And when we start to learn as men, nothing in my life happens that is not a result of a decision that I make. The only way you get to a point.
All right. So
I don't necessarily agree with everything you said, because we didn't ask to come here. You see, we didn't ask to be here to begin with. So that was nothing that we did. In addition to that, again, let me just go back. When I talk about us taking accountability in that Venn diagram, I don't know how old a man you are, bro, but I'm 55, and I worked at the Cook County Jail for 10 years, and I used to work with guys, and I remember as a young man, it was dudes that wouldn't date girls who had children, right? And I remember as a young man, dudes who made kids and didn't hang out with those kids. I remember, like, as a young man, that it was guys who made the decision not to father their children. Now, a lot of those children grew up and decided to be opposite of their dads. So you may be of the generation of the dudes that was after the guys I knew. And I'm not saying they always that way, because it was a considerable amount of brothers who was still trying to take care of their kids and being around, even if they didn't get along with the mother. but it was also songs we was making. Remember them Captain Save a Whole songs? We was out here singing and all this stuff. Like we wasn't even trying to relate to the sister struggle. We were calling them Ice Cube. I ain't the one. You know what I mean? Just because you helping somebody don't make you a fool, right? And again, the system of capitalism puts you in the position where you got to shake that ass to get that money. However you shake it, whether you shake it as an architect or a booty dancer. And for those who are architects judging booty dancers, you know, you are part of the problem, right? Because she ain't shaking her booty not to make money. Somebody buying her dances. You found me? And the judgment of the religious right and all this other stuff, it's just amazing to me how we separate ourselves from our truth. So some things you don't have any control over. And there's some decision now you may have made a decision not to study one thing or another to keep you from getting your money. But at the end of the day, if you ain't putting out, these people will drop you.
Yep. Very true. Very true. I feel I totally feel you. I mean, how y'all feel about it? Y'all let me know.
That's a very good point. And you know, I'm 45. So I'm not too far behind you, but I grew up with my stepfather. Even though my biological was still in my life, he got remarried. My mother got remarried.
Yeah.
So I had pretty much two mothers, two fathers. I got in trouble 4 times.
You double-breasted in the game.
I was always getting in trouble. So I got in trouble at my house. When I went to my pop's house, I got in trouble again. So I kind of understand where, you know, the stepfather comes in and take role. And I'm just as close with my stepfather as I am my biological.
That's a blessing, brother.
Yeah.
Growing up, my stepfather was my basketball coach, and my pops would come to the games. Like if I was screwing up, he was yelling from the stands, "Yo, pass the fucking ball." Pardon my language. Like, you know, I was getting it from both of them.
That is the definition of it takes a village. That is the definition. Those are real men. Because now keep in mind, the old dudes that raised me as a community of dudes. And they all didn't give you the same advice. So you had a mosaic of advice that you could take from and figure out what works best for you. So you are the definition of taking a village. And that's real manhood that say, you know what, the most important thing now is this young man that we have to raise, however we raise him. So I applaud that, and I'm happy for you.
And I learned from my stepfather and my real father how to treat women. Even though, you know, my parents didn't get along, they moved on with their separate lives, but they still did what they had to do to raise me and take care of me. I've seen my stepfather come in, and I mean, he loved my mother unconditionally until she passed away. Like, I mean, he gave her the world. So I understand what it is. I have no problem in going and dating somebody that has a child. I have no problem with that. You know, am I going to treat them the same as I would treat my son? I can't answer that question because I'm not in that situation. I would never answer a question that I am not in that situation. I don't know nothing about it. But, you know, could I do it? Yeah, because I've seen it done. So, you know, I don't understand why they call these guys simps and you know, they suckers. It takes a real man to be able to stand up and take care of another woman and their child. Now, a lot of times they get, you know, they might get the short end of the stick, but it's a learning experience. You get the short end of the stick with your own kids and your own baby.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Let me ask y'all something. I'm glad y'all said something about that simp thing, right? I'm starting to notice the guys that they call the simps are the ones that the women want or say they want. I'm starting to notice that. Like it be real good men that they be calling simps, and I be like when was it cool to like dog out women and talk crazy about women and stuff like that? You know what I'm saying? Like when was that ever cool? Like I'm trying to figure out. You know, and I'm like, because I'm thinking about the younger generation. I wanted to ask you about the younger generation. Where do y'all see them going? Like,
I don't know. It's hard to say. I know. I've seen enough of them. I think that technology has made sex so convenient for them that it's very easy to dispose of humanity. And that's a
Yeah.
big problem in our community, is that there is no such thing as disposable humanity. And I saw it firsthand. That's part of what colors the way I feel about my brothers, is that jail. Because I seen when dudes was at their worst, they were still better than the white dudes that was guarding them. You know what I mean? And I would go out of my way to service the brothers in a way that would put me at odds with the other officers. Let me just tell you a little bit of background. I don't want to go too deep in this, but in 1985, they made it okay for police to have unions. Now, the moment unions get involved, the pay go up. So at the Cook County Jail, wasn't nobody trying to work there in the 80s when it wasn't paying nothing. But as soon as they start shipping out all the jobs and they start making money off of people being in jail, then it shifted from being all black officers to black and white officers. And when that happened, the whole structure of the jail is for you to have an adversarial relationship. It's the officers against the inmates, the supervisors against the officers, and it's just a whole bunch of sides, and it ain't Thanksgiving. So none of these sides are good. And what I realized that a lot of other officers didn't is that it's just for the grace of God that I wasn't in a tan uniform. So I treated those guys how I wanted to be treated, and that made me they called me an inmate lover.
What?
That's exactly an inmate lover, because I wouldn't roll up and punch people when they didn't deserve to be punched.
Wow.
You know, or because I went and got somebody some drawers because his balls, he ain't had no drawers on. All right, let me go down and see if I can't find some. You a social worker, you this, you that. We find reasons to hate each other, and I hate ourselves, and that's my message has always been: find a reason to love yourself and give yourself the same grace that these who cracked the whip gave these January 6 people. They're gonna love each other's dirty draws no matter what. So I say to you, however you come through white supremacy, however damaged you are, I'm giving you the grace, even if you can't find it to give to me, because I understand the situation way better than you do.
I get it. You made some real good points there. That's another thing, right? And it's amazing that all this stuff is coming up. We was just on the show where one of the live ladies, they were talking about how most of the good men are in jail. And everybody kind of stopped and paused, especially the women, because it was like, damn, are they? Because you know how when the ladies come on the show and stuff like that, they're asking, they repeatedly they ask, well, where are the good men? Where are the men you talking about? And it just made me think, are they in jail? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, because you got to think, there's a lot of our brothers in jail that don't deserve to be there, especially for the length of time that they are there.
There are men in jail, just men. Whether they're good or not, that would have been predetermined before them getting there. Okay, so obviously they didn't make good judgment, so we might have to reconsider what you
some of them are innocent. Y'all don't think some of my brothers are innocent in there? I think a lot of our brothers are innocent in there. Let me tell you something. You could get a big judgment now for just being in the car with somebody that did something, or being around somebody that did something now, especially if you walking while black, if you breathing while black now. You know what I'm saying? You got to watch everything you do. And it's just getting worse. I don't know how many times I done turn the TV and somebody is saying, yeah, I spent 67 years in jail. You know what I'm saying? They just finding out now that I was innocent. And you got a little bit of money, you don't put their whole life.
Yeah.
True story. My cousin, and they did a documentary on him. Was in jail for 15 years.
Wow.
For something he didn't do. And they finally found out after 15 years, the guy that actually did it was already in jail. Got locked up while he was in there. He was talking to somebody else, and they found out that he was the one that did it, and my cousin didn't, and they had him released. Like, they did a documentary, 15 years for something he did not do. They took away that much time of his life. It's sad.
And a lot of them don't get no money when they come out. Like, a lot of them just be, they just glad to be out, but it's like they shouldn't have been in the first place. And nothing happens to the liars, and the people that lie on them and stuff like that. Yeah, I'm sorry.
They make them lieutenants and captains and give them more money.
See? Yeah, it's crazy. So bad. Like, yeah, it's crazy.
People are incentivized. A lot of these lawyers get paid you know, under the table and stuff like
Yep.
that to
Between
throw
judges.
court cases. I had to go to court. I had a attorney couldn't even remember my last name.
Mm.
Mhm.
That's
Was
crazy.
that a free attorney or one you hired?
It was a public
See,
defender.
that's what's wrong. See,
They don't care.
that's us. We, like Carl said, we don't have contingencies. We don't know. We, like Rob said, when you read and you become knowledgeable of our history and things, everything is systematic. That's how they deal systematically. So that means you have to become knowledgeable systematically when you get into these situations. What systematically can you do to help you in there, to help you get out of there? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna get no public. I'm gonna get the best guy. Auntie Susie, take that 5G in the safe and go hire Dr. Horowitz. You know, maybe one of the J guys. You know, with the little cap on, so he can work the system. They know certain things. You know what I'm saying? It pays to have network. We don't have network. And these are the things that are detrimental to us. We're not, being accountable. Sometimes we come up in the world and we take our resources and bring it to the other cultures and not back to us to benefit us. So now they're getting the benefit of us because the money, like you said, the money. I'm gonna work over here instead of like doing the way Rob said. I'm gonna take what I've learned and bring it back to the people and be a resource to them. So now we're stuck. Like, we feel that we don't have no options because we're not knowledgeable. So we just go with the public defender. And then now that's costing us way more than if we would have,
just pay money. Yeah, that's true.
Do the networking on the other end, or just made ourselves more knowledgeable of the system, of the environment that we are in America.
You there is some correctness in what you're saying, because when I worked in the jail, I thought if I was locked up in here, I spent my days in the law library. They have resources for you. And there were very few guys, and then the guys who did go to law library went to law library to do dumb stuff like gang, paraphernalia and stuff like that. But there was a group of guys who always was in the law library, and the television is always on to distract you from your situation. But at the same time, there is something to be said for the fact that you didn't get that great of an education to begin with. There is something to be said that they tie property taxes to the education system.
Absolutely.
There's something to be. So the system, it's got you beat when you first go into it, when you're not aware of what you're going into. The other thing that's kind of important is that there are a lot of good men in jail, and I can tell you this because I hung out with them. Water's going to always seek its own level, right? So the dudes that I'm always hanging out with are always the dudes who are always trying to keep in contact with their children through letters. They're hustling, trying to get like your kid's birthday coming up, and you out mopping the floor to get this $2 or $3 a month to try to send something to your kid, if it ain't nothing but a candy bar, to let that kid know that you still there, right? And we did make communities in there, and there were officer communities that hung out with the inmate community that made that area a little more bearable, right? But at the end of the day, it's not designed for you to win. It's designed for you to, because this is what we got to realize. And no matter what, and K Ferg made a couple of good points, and other people made good points in the comments. But no matter what you do, you are the lamb. They are the lion. Our souls are filled with the spent nuclear rods of power in this country. They wouldn't have had none of this stuff without us. And they will continue to find a way to use your black body to make money. If you ain't gonna work for them, then they'll store your black body to make money off of it. If you do work for them, they're gonna work you till you die and give you cancer and do all types of. Do you know that they still got people down in Louisiana that they know they're giving cancer to, and they're doing nothing about it? It's a place in Louisiana called Cancer Alley. This same place used to be plantations before. So as soon as they made all the money they was gonna make out of it and knew they couldn't make no more off your black back, then they just put chemical plants on those plantations, and now all these people dying of cancer. And the government, no, they did nothing. And the Trump government, the same government these dumb black folks been voting for, actually took away. There was a lawsuit with the Department of Justice, and the Trump Department of Justice dropped the lawsuit.
But of course, you know how that go. That's crazy. I'm gonna look into that. I didn't know about that. That's crazy. This is stuff they don't, none of this stuff gets televised, and and you don't. It's so much stuff. I was looking on Twitter. One place y'all want to find some stuff that y'all never heard about, y'all never know what's going on. Go to Elon's site. When I tell you, they tell it all over there. There's so much stuff that they not televising is happening to us and around us, and like it's crazy the stuff I look at, and I be like, damn, I ain't seen none of that on none of these other social media sites. That's one thing I will say about him. He don't really censor them over there. You know what I'm saying?
He don't censor them, but he will censor us. If you say something too much, they're gonna pipe down what you say and push up, because that's why he bought it. He didn't buy it to make free speech. He bought it to make the speech of those who crack the whip be able to be clearly heard without any question.
Yeah, it's crazy. We're going to have to find a back signal or something, because a lot of stuff that, I'm saying, we all don't know. Like, I'm saying? Like, because I know, a couple of these social media sites, they don't let you say nothing. That's why a lot of people went over to other sites, because of how Instagram was doing and Facebook and all of them. You know what I'm saying? So, it's a little crazy now, how sensitive that we really are. I'm looking in the comments, and I'm looking at some of y'all comments, right? And I it's just giving me more stuff to ask. You know what I'm saying? Coach, come on up here. You know what I'm saying? Y'all brothers, I need y'all up here. You know what I'm saying? Because I got some questions I want to ask. Because y'all typing a lot.
Super Gang said it was always easy to get sex. Nah, not as easy as it is now. Not as easy as it is now. All you gotta do is swipe left or right, and somebody gonna bust down for you. You used to have to go someplace, take a girl somewhere, buy her something. You had to be dating. You don't even got to date no more.
Yeah, they're not doing that no more. We just had a show about courting, and and it was a big thing, because courting and chasing, I was just like, what is going on? Like, I don't think people court anymore, which is crazy. It's a lot of, like y'all was saying in the comments, there's a lot of sex everywhere. You only know this person's last name. It's like that's a problem right there. You know what I'm saying? Now they got sex dolls and all this stuff. Eventually we ain't gonna need each other, is what it seems like they're trying to do.
Robots, Elon's robot. They made a movie about a lady. I guess she was just so busy, and she brought the robot into the home.
Yeah,
like
I saw it.
Android. And she's like, oh yeah. So the guy, he started developing a relationship with her, and then just moved the wife out because I don't know.
Wow, that's on Tubi. Does that turn into like horror movies? Because them things malfunction all the time. That's how I don't understand. Like was it Megan? Wasn't she like a malfunctioning robot or something like that? Absolutely. I don't know. Super Gang, you can come up, Ken. You just gotta turn your camera on. We're not doing the cameras on. We need the cameras on. You know what I'm saying?
I can't agree with Coach on this one. He said most ninjas are guilty. You don't know, because I can't tell you what you know and what you don't know. I can tell you what I know. And what happens in these courtrooms is that they don't want to go to trial. So in order to keep from going to jail for 50 years, you'll take 30 years or 3 years or whatever. These plea bargains are all hot garbage. And if you, let's say you didn't do this thing, and you convince yourself, well, I did sell a nigga a bag back in whatever year, and they didn't catch me for this, so I guess I'm going to jail for what I did. All that's game. Because they're not policing their neighborhoods like they're policing our neighborhoods. And they're giving each other grace. And we can't, and we gotta constantly be about, well, all of us must be bad and all this other mess. No, don't fall for the okie doke. That's that same crap that Trump's doing right now. And they sending people out of this country who didn't do anything. And it's just crazy, man. You cannot back your enemy up. It's just bad business.
Yeah. All right. Let me. My bad. Let me address that. What's up?
What's up, gang?
Oh,
you frozen,
in the
bro.
car. Yeah, when you're in the car, it'd be hard to talk over here. He'll come back. He'll go back and forth and drop in and out.
When you're in jail, there are certain things you can't lie about. I got your charges in front of me, and I see your character on a day-to-day. I see how you are. I see what you do to get your little commissary and to do whatever you're doing. You can't lie to me. I'm there. I'm there every day. You are talking about something you speculating about, Coach. You're not there. I am. And I could tell you what was happening. You can't really tell me.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
This is another one too. Look at what established it. She established 7-8. She said, "Do you know how much prisons make per inmate?" That's a big thing. Yeah. Why do we think they're so quick to imprison people, especially black men? Yeah. Like they get them like 5 cents. Like it's like crazy. Like what, 5 cents an hour or something? They making crazy money off of them.
Yep. And people work just because they don't want to sit in the cell all day. So they'll work for that, 15 cents or whatever it is, $3-4 a month. They'll work for that because they don't want to sit in that cell all day.
It's a shame. Like, yeah. I mean, if you know a good brother, you know what I'm saying? I'll be telling the ladies, go ahead and do what you got to do. Because it's getting worse. Like, it's just going to get worse. You know what I'm saying? And, we got a lot against us right now. I'm going to play another one of these clips. Let me see. I think that's what you call coming back. All right, here you go.
85K.
Okay, I don't know. I might get cut off real fast, but I just want to say social media didn't make sex easier. It actually made it harder. You know what I'm saying? By seeing some cats with the bag, holding the bag like that. Now they think everybody supposed to have the bag. You know what I'm saying? Just a little poisonous dialogues that be going on where people talking about, their relationship, these toxic relationships and all that type of stuff. It's really antisocial. That's why social media is actually anti-social media.
I don't know, man. It looked like to me, when I look at my little nephews, they swiping left or right. They on these little trashy sites, and you ain't got to do nothing but you ordering ass like you ordering pizza.
Yeah.
That could happen at a party. You could go to a party. You could go to a party and get ass like that, bro. That's nothing, bro.
Right. But what if you don't even have to leave the crib and go to the party? That's easier. In my estimation.
Who the hell don't want to leave the crib? Who want to stay at the crib? I'd rather go to the party, wouldn't you? I mean, if it's some players at the party,
if they shoot
see
at the party,
it's all antisocial now. See, what y'all talking is antisocial, right? So we trying to socialize.
I mean, I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying. Yeah, he goes. His thing is he got a delay. That's why he's talking like that. My bad.
You can give a different persona on social media than you can in person. Very so in person, if you don't have no charisma or don't know how to talk to a woman, or you have no swag to you, it's harder,
right,
to get somebody. But on a computer, you can be anybody you want to be.
That's true.
You can put pictures of somebody else or somebody that's similar, close to you. Catfishing is out there.
Yeah.
It's out from 6 years ago.
A totally different person than when you meet up. I have a bad story too. I'm not gonna tell it. I ain't gonna get into it. But yeah, I don't got catfish. Yeah, no.
What Berg over here throwing hots from the sidelines. What do you consider getting in order? See, that's the dude. See, Ferg is like the dude in Django. We got us a great house here, master. You know what I mean? You gonna sit up here. He's telling you he gonna crack the whip with these people. See, he got the complexion. He got the complexion of the house nigga. He in there handing out lemonade while we out here in the fields working like crazy.
Yeah. I'm surprised you ain't come up, Coach. All that stuff you say in the comments, you didn't come up here. That is crazy. It's a lot of perpetrating on social media. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I really think it's way easier to find somebody on social media. For those that know me, I had a bad experience with it, and I never do it again. You know what I'm saying? And I had a bad experience. You know what I'm saying? But
why won't y'all tell y'all stories as a cautionary tale so we can learn from them?
Okay. Go ahead, Darryl, because you was first.
I'll just give you one part of it. One part of it. She told me she was 5'3", typing at 5'3". I'm like, okay. So I was living in Queens. I'll took the train from Queens all the way to Coney Island, Brooklyn, on that F train. And if you anybody from New York and know, that's a long ride. It's at least an hour and 45 minutes. So I'm like, okay, 5'3", you know, light skin. She was 4'3". 4'3". 4'3".
Child,
it was a little woman. It was a little person.
But you tall. How tall are you?
I'm 6'1".
How the hell was that supposed to work? The hell I'm talking about?
Oh wow!
And like you walking your child down.
Hey there.
Oh wow!
I'm standing
And here
there,
he is.
and
Come
I'm
on
like,
up here, master. Tell us how fucked up we are, sir. We sure is
turn
waiting.
around. I'm right behind you. Turn around, and I look down. I'm like, oh hell no.
So she was like a little person then.
Yes,
you
a little
say the other
person.
word. Oh, she didn't tell you she was a. But
And it wasn't like an attractive little person, like the ones you see now on Instagram with nice little body. No. Okay, y'all ever watch Howard Stern, the character Beetlejuice?
Yeah.
A female version of Beetlejuice.
What?
Wow. Wow.
I have
that beat my
never
story all the way around.
done it again.
So what
Never.
did you do? Did you? Because now you're in front of us. So what do you do?
We gonna leave that alone. We gonna leave that alone. We gonna leave that alone.
I want to ask a question.
I hung out with her for the day. We didn't do anything. I hung out. She was a really nice person. She was just an unattractive little person.
Wow.
She was cool. She was cool as hell. Don't get me wrong. Real nice person, real cool. It's just, yeah, it definitely wasn't my type. Definitely wasn't my cup of tea.
At least you was a good brother and you didn't act funny and you hung out with her. That was nice. I respect that.
Well, Evo, what was your experience?
Well, a lot of people already know my experience, but it's the only one time a lot of people know about it. I just met Satan, you know what I'm saying, through the screen. And I'm going to be honest, I kind of knew he was Satan, but it was very exhilarating for me because I'm a Leo. And it's very hard to tame a Leo. And he tried everything he could. And one day I got drunk and I blew up all over social media. You know what I'm saying? It's around the time my mother's murder, and I just blew up all over social media because I was drinking. Other than that, I would have never said anything. But it was a lot of nonsense. You know what I'm saying? And you ever know somebody and every time you talk to them, you cry and you don't know why you crying? I ain't even a crier. And I would bawl and wouldn't understand why the hell I was crying. And later on, I had somebody I know was like, yeah, you was going with Satan. That's what that was. You just crying. You don't know why you crying. You just bust out crying. So I don't know why.
I don't know. This just does not sound like the whole good conditions that you should have been even looking for anybody at that time. But we all had that
everything because a lot of people know the situation. But it was like crazy. Like I had to get out the whole situation and do something else. You know what I'm saying? But I said that's the one time I tried to be cool with somebody, through social media and it just didn't work for me. I was like, yeah, I'm done. You know what I'm saying? If I can't meet you in person and hang out with you, if I don't know you, if we ain't, you know what I'm saying? Then it's nothing that can happen. I refuse to do it again. Like this, that's also why I started showing y'all my freckles. Because I used to tell people I used to cover them up. And I started to and you gotta think, I used to be barefaced, but I used to have freckles here. And I used to cover them. And after a while, they covered tonight. I don't know if y'all can see them, they covered tonight. But sometimes I just covered them. And it was just a thing of, I want people to see exactly who I am. People was like, you ain't bad. Like, what are you talking about? They cute. And I was like, I hate them. You know what I'm saying? So it was just, I said, you know what? I just want to be full-fledged me because of that situation. You know what I'm saying? And it was a lot of lying in that situation. I found out once I blew up. So it was just like, damn, I didn't know you was this person. What, damn, that's not what you presented to me. So I understand what Darren was saying. It happens. I didn't go meet mine, though. You know?
Yeah, but Daryl cut his off after one day.
I met a guy online, so I tried it. This is my first time. And I was like, wow, he looks really handsome. So, you know, everybody, you make that good post, and that you can see that one pose, and you know, a person they can, like, you know, Daryl said, like, you can put the phone on the ground and makes you look about a feet taller. And I don't know if my phone is messing up. It looks like I'm freezing, but
we can still hear you.
We can hear you though.
Okay, so I meet the guy. I'm like, oh, he's short, but okay, but he's still handsome and things like that. And you know, he seemed like he was a cool person, but like as far as the character as a man, or the kind of man that I'm used to interacting with, it was like, okay, this is crazy. Okay, let me see what this is going. But at that time in my life, like Evo, we were probably at a time in our life where I was more of a people pleaser and a little bit of naive at things, right? So the guy had full advantage. It's like, well, I know this girl like me, so I'm just gonna run it through the mill, or things like that, you know. So I wasn't the I was the yes woman, like how you played the first clip, right?
Yeah.
So the guys, they don't really kind of respect a woman that's a yes woman and this and that.
I was gonna ask that question. Thank you, Stephanie. I want to know that.
Yeah. And so for me, learning from that situation, and that, you know, because he was handsome, you know, Carl talks about that metrosexual, that they're in the mirror more than you. A lot of women liked him. So he had an advantage of just women giving him attention, right? So I just thought he was liking me, but, you know, 1,000 other people were liking him. So after I got out of that situation, I was like, I don't want to be that way no more. So I got to do something better. Like the guy said, either it's going to force you to change to take accountability, or you're so sick and tired of being in that situation that you take accountability and change your life, right? So I was forced because of my loyalty. Yeah, right? Because sometimes we'll be loyal to a fault. We try to please a man. We try to do everything. We try to get him to stay. But I was forced out. Okay, that's fine. But then after that, I had to take that accountability to say, okay, well, why am I attracting such a person into my life? Or, okay, what do I have to do to change to get a different type of man that I believe that I deserve? You know, sometimes you don't believe you deserve something, but you have to change your mindset to believe that you do deserve. So what do I have to do to change to do that? So there's a lot of unlearning to relearn so I can be more successful in, you know, being out here, or just being a better woman. Right? Yeah.
Yes. Shout out to Established. I forgot Established. I know you know. It was a big thing, y'all. But don't my real ones, they know.
What's up, people?
Yeah. Hey.
Well, let's hear about.
Listen, I just wanted to come up.
Stories, y'all. I
just wanted to come up, so you know, because I was typing in the chat. Robert, let me clarify something. See, you was in the prison. I was on the outside trying to keep him out of prison. I was going to court testifying, right? And then when you get them on the back end, they finally admit, yeah, I did it. But that's the problem. A lot of people are committing crimes that they can't handle, listening to other slow ass niggas, and that's the problem.
My question is, what was your job? I didn't mean to interrupt you.
I worked in the high school. Listen, I worked in the high schools. I was a counselor. I was a drug treatment counselor. I worked for DCFS in Chicago. I worked on the south side of Chicago. I worked at Orr High School. You know Orr, Crane, Douglas, Marshall, Bogan, a couple other schools on the south side. Now, and I say what I say because when I used to sit down and talk to the young men and young women, a lot of those behaviors were learned in their own home. Uncles was doing drugs, selling drugs. Mamas was selling drugs. So I'm giving them possible remedies to avoid that same lifestyle. These kids used to cry to me, talking about how their family was forcing this type of behavior on them. And they had them doing things that they wasn't prepared for mentally. So to get in jail, everybody's humbled in jail. That's why guys can get in jail and write you a 15-page letter to play on a woman's mind. And then as soon as he get out, he's right back to the bullshit. So I'm trying to give them the information. And that's the problem. They're getting the information too late. Not everybody's giving them the truth on the outside. Then when you get on the inside, you realize you ain't tough no more because everybody's tough inside that damn house. So yes, I'm gonna be nice. I'm gonna write Evo a nice love letter. You the queen, you the beautifulest, and I'm writing that same letter to wife school, and I'm writing that same letter to every other woman who will listen. So yeah, and that's how I go. But the point I was trying to make also is, listen, it's not that men don't hold themselves accountable, because right now in this current environment, men are holding each other accountable whether we know each other or not.
Yes.
Whether we know it, and this is a new this is a new strategy, a new method. At first, it was just in our own little block, own little neighborhood.
Yeah.
Now men are getting the message word for word. And it's not going to be a quick fix. Think about it. What do we hear most? I grew up without my daddy. That's what everybody say, right? So how can I expect how to be a man if I didn't get it from the one man that would have gave it to me the best? How can I be expected to know how to be a woman when I didn't get it from the one person that gave it to me the best? And this is a new area where we are, especially in the young adults. And I'll say this, and I'll shut up. We are in a time and space now where you can't bullshit your way through life no more. All of those dumb fake, I'm a good and bad, and you want to play games and skim and scam, niggas, they ain't gonna let you do none of that shit no more. And I'm with it because I'm older now. My aim ain't as sharp as it used to be, but I can wound you. So, but I want to see you go to 50. When you make it to my age, you come talk to me about life. Other than that, stop playing these childish games today. Brothers, be accountable for who you are today. Get your shit together. Stop sagging your pants. Buy a belt. Do some push-ups, some sit-ups. Get in shape. If you single, you ain't getting no pussy. Your testosterone should be high as hell. You should be strong as an ox. But that's just me. And don't worry about the women that you know you're not qualifying for today. But if you put in the work 4 or 5 years down the road, you're going to qualify for all that. My last thing, if you 35, stop looking for girlfriends. You still behind. Look for a woman. It's time for women. It's no girlfriends are over. That's before 30, 35. It's time to get you a woman. And if she don't move according to a woman, then why waste time with her? There's beautiful women all over. Light skin, brown skin. Don't limit yourself based off complexion. But you brown skin niggas, you better get you a brown skin woman, because them light skin girls say y'all niggas ready to jump off a building for their little ugly ass. But that's just me.
Again, I think that you are coupling things that are not necessarily, I don't disagree with much of what you said, but I disagree with a lot of what you wrote, because I was in the jail. I was in the belly of the beast. I was watching what was happening. And it was a whole group of dudes that were outstanding who should have been free. But the system that you are saying we should be a part of, it's not designed for you to win. It's not. If you're an officer trying to protect your community, you're going to get shit on by the other officers who are there to victimize it. These people
how many brothers you know want to be police today?
None of them, because they all had experience with them.
Why wouldn't you listen, brothers?
My brother,
it's different.
I was one of
10 of your friends join the police force, y'all can control what goes on in the neighborhood.
And I knew a bunch of brothers who did $60,000-$70,000. And I'm telling you what happened when you get there. It is a cult.
Well, ain't no rules when you get inside. Ain't no rules. You get what you get.
Ain't no rules when you're the police. You can do what you want to do. I watch these people.
Why won't we police our own neighborhoods? We deleting each other at the highest rate. We still having drive-by shootings.
I never believed that.
We still having drive-by shootings. They filming it on now. They got it online now. They showing it. Why are we still committing these type of crimes?
My experience as the police, I'm telling you, I was Serpico. I'm telling you that if you don't go with what they want you to do, then they are going to isolate you. It's a cult, brother. It is not officer friendly. I'm here to protect the community. No, they are there to victimize the community. And I'm gonna tell you this is something that most people don't know because they don't work there. 15 to 20% of those dudes are predators. They are predators. So the same community they're supposed to be protecting, they out here touching these little girls. They out here trying to mess with these little girls. And I'm telling you, because I'm watching them and I'm telling them, hey, you don't cut this out. You can't do this around me. I'm telling these people on you. And then as soon as that happens, then all of a sudden when you get in trouble, ain't nobody coming to help you. You got to help yourself. You understand?
So the police,
if you ain't been in the situation, you really can't say shit about it.
So the police are sexually harassing the young women?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm gonna tell you,
again, fellas,
I'm gonna give you
if you're an honest guy in your community and you got young men and they looking for a job, why not join the police force? Now they can compose.
It's not what you saying it is, brother. When you join
military, do something to get better than your circumstance. Don't come at us 35 years old talking about life.
I don't necessarily think you have to lay your life on the line to become a better man. Honestly, you can go get yourself defense.
Well, we
you can
making
get a
excuses.
little license, with a QB license, and you go learn how to trade on the market. You go
I
learn.
agree.
You can even go learn how to do a trade. There's so many other things to do instead of being a puppet and being your life exchange for like a system that doesn't even help you. You know what I'm saying?
White school, I agree with that 100%. But the problem is people are making excuses on why they can't do something when your opportunity is greater when you're young. So whether it's the police force, military, trade, college, do something and don't come back 10 years later.
They have to, with children, this is what you can't just say do something. You have to let them see you doing something. Then they can get inspired.
Let who see?
And
Hold up.
It don't matter. It don't matter. I can bring you around the mentor. I bring you to the camps. I bring you to these places. Like you said, you have to get it from somebody you have to see. You just said that. You don't know how to be a woman because you didn't get it from the woman that you're supposed to see. You didn't know how to be a man because you didn't know how to get it from a man you're supposed to see. So they have to first see examples to emulate something good. But like you said, it's the bad people that are getting attached to them. So the bad habits are forming instead of the good ones, and there's less of those opportunities from, and that's unfortunate. That's an unfortunate contributing factor to that person's life. Absolutely. But unfortunately, sometimes they can't take accountability until they're forced. Now I can't force myself to take accountability. Now I'm incarcerated. Now I'm forced to say, like, man, I'm sitting with myself and my reasoning that wasn't smart.
I must have did something wrong.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like
we understand
accountability when we're at the bottom of
but I understand that. But the one default cure for everything that you're saying is the father. Without the father telling the son to do the right thing, telling his daughter to move the right way, me as an old ass nigga, it ain't gonna resonate as much as it would the person that should love me by default. If my mama told me she wasn't gonna be belly me out and she came and got in my ass when I fucked up in school and when I did some dumb shit out in the community, she's gonna be holding me accountable. But you can't do it when now I'm 18, 6'4". Now, he ain't have his daddy. You knew that when he was 5. You knew that when he was 10. Why not let him have and if not, there's coaches, there's mentors in the community, but they're not valuable until it's a problem. We can create.
Well, you're saying like it's all like nobody recognizes it. They're like everybody has opportunity. We don't even like I said, you talk about F them kids. I think I hear more of that than people actually getting out there. I go out.
A lot of people don't care. You're right.
But
I'm just saying
it's a very select few. That's what I'm saying. A lot of people don't have the patience because they want to big up and gatekeep their lives and keep it for them. I think a part of being a masculine man and taking accountability is giving back into the community and saying, hey,
that's real.
There's another way. Hey guys, I'm volunteering my time. Hey, who just want to throw a daggone baseball around? I don't freaking care. Hey, you walk up to them kids. Hey, you want to kick a ball? I mean, not being creepy. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like you have to whatever it is, like, or you just go to organizations. There's the big brothers. There's the big sisters. There's you have to give your time back. But like Rob said, we've garnered this air of selfishness that we may not feel love. Like, yo, Coach Ferg may seem cool, but he's a little bit selfish, or you know what I'm saying, or it seems like he's a little.
Coach Ferg ain't the one selfish because Coach Ferg walks the walk with these young guys who need somebody to tell them that they can do it. No, I'm just saying it's not enough for me. People stand on the outside and say what the problem is.
Absolutely.
Get down on the ground with these guys and let them know that they can do it. They've already been told that they ain't shit early. So you got to be tough enough and brave enough to stand with them and walk with them so they can
But
see. A lot of people choose
like
not
you,
to.
right? You're just you.
I gotta clip this.
Now what social media has afforded us to do. Now, if you can take accountability in this, right? You're just not sitting here on this panel. Actually, you're going and you're establishing cohorts in every city so that you're replicating you everywhere. That's being real accountable, not just sitting here talking about the situation. You understand?
Yes,
you can take it to another level. Now I can hold you accountable to that. You can say, yeah, that's a good idea, or I can try, or whatever, or that sounds like, you know what I'm saying? So that at least is moving to a solution for all of us, because we do see the value in you and what you do, but now it's not enough for just being your situation. You got to replicate it. That's what success is. Scale. So that's all.
Man, they really don't want me on here. I'm on Wi-Fi now, and I still keep getting disconnected.
It's an echo. If you in the car, turn the car off. Unfortunately.
I agree with most of what
I'm at the
I think that your inability to give yourself grace and these niggas ain't this, these niggas ain't that, as if this happened in a vacuum. You yourself said that these people's mothers and fathers had them selling drugs, right? So where is that positive influence? And let me just tell you something else that I noticed, because I got to bounce, but let me just tell you this real quick. When I worked at the jail, they had in-service. Now, in-service at one point was at a college. They stopped having it at the college and started putting it in a high school on the west side of Chicago. And let me tell you this, the same bricks that are in jail with the same colors are the same institutional bricks that are everywhere. Everywhere that your po ass got to go, from when you were born in that public hospital, from when you went from that public hospital to public housing, from everything about it, everything about the system is preparing you to be ready to be locked up. And they had all those jail guards at that high school with those weapons on their hips to let these children know and introduce them into a system that is going to subject them to being a lesser than. Right. And so you're going to tell me that throughout all this, that's why you only going to find 1 or 2 kids that can get out of that shit, because every part of that system is designed to make sure you are subjugated to being that guy that everybody thinks you are, as opposed to who you really are.
You know, I had a clip for everything y'all talking about. I just want to shout out Daryl. Thank you so much, Daryl. I appreciate you, King. Daryl Game, you know what I'm saying, to support the live stream. Thank you, King. You know what I'm saying? Let me give you some love. And he doing 2 things. He on chat. He's still showing support. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate that so much. Because I got a question for y'all. But let me show down some love. Thank you, King.
Ain't got enough to pay the rent, can we delay the bills? Another dollar getting spent, another day to chill. I can't afford to play it safe, I gotta make a deal. It's gotta be another way, a Cadillac DeVille.
All right, thank you, King. Thank you, Dad. We appreciate you. I was saying that we gotta click. All right, guys, we doing good on the super chats. You know what I'm saying? We need 3 more super chats, and we in there on this special giveaway. You know what I'm saying? I got a clip. I don't know if it's talking about everything y'all talking about, but it did have something to do with that though. I'm gonna play it. I haven't listened to it. It's another one I haven't listened to. But the reviews were nice on it. You know what I'm saying? So let's see what this sister is talking about. She's actually giving tips. You know what I'm saying? So I figured that might work. All right, here we go. Let me know when y'all see this.
See it.
All right, here we go, yeah.
I just want to say this to all of my young black men. It's okay not to be a thug. It's okay not to be a gangster. It's okay not to be a negative statistic. That's not life. That's not life. Being a thug and being a gangster is not life. It's okay to be a young black man, a man who want to go to college and pursue an education. You got women out here that like that. They like educated black men. I'm saying, when you got some class about yourself, when you dress decent, when you pray and you believe in God, and you just a decent, outstanding man, young black man. You got some women out here that like that. But a lot of y'all don't and can't see that because you're blinded by the sex struggle.
Okay, so I see what she was talking about. Yeah, okay, so she was pretty much on point with that, and she made a good statement about, you know, it used to be a thing. I don't know if y'all remember, well, like the nerds and the geeks and stuff like that women didn't like. Now, I mean, well, you know, let me know in the chat, ladies, how we feel about like the nerds and the geeks. You know, back in the day, they wasn't, you know what I'm saying, they wasn't the thing. How we feel about that now? Because I don't want to put no words in y'all mouth. You know what I'm saying? But from the pickings of what we got now, a nerd or a geek may not be that bad. You know what I'm saying? You might have to get him the chamber like Urkel had. You know what I'm saying? He becomes Stephon every now and then. You know what I'm saying? He wanted them projects, you know what I'm saying, that you can work on at home. Because a lot of times all they need is a little pizzazz in them, a little bit of direction. And you got you a good man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't believe that all the nerds from back in the day became like big CEOs and stuff like that, but some of them did. You know what I'm saying? Like you never know. Some of them found their swag. You know, let me know how y'all feel about that, ladies, because I want to know. I want to talk to the gentleman, if I can, about relationships. There was a clip that I had played before. I want to ask you about this clip. Actually, it's two clips. If y'all can stay with me for these two clips and we can talk about that, I would greatly appreciate y'all. Because the show, you know, the show is not as long as it used to be, right? So I'm going to play one for y'all. Stephanie, Darryl, you know what I'm saying, Rob. I want y'all, it's a little harsh. Maybe I should put the trigger on. It's a little harsh. You know what I'm saying? But I think that I'm sorry. I think that it should be discussed. Just to see if men still think like this. So let me just throw it up. Very good discussion. We done covered a lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying? I just want to kind of talk about the men and women relationships a little bit, if we can. And you know, we covered a lot of stuff. Y'all did great. All right, so here we go. Y'all let me know y'all see this. This one here. Yes, that should be it right there. All right, here we go. I think I've heard this at its entirety. I'm not sure. I think this one is new, but this is just like the other one. Y'all gonna remember this one though. Y'all see it?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, here we go, y'all. I'm putting the trigger warning sign just in case. Here you go.
Just have one question. What did black women do to black men that was so bad? What do we do historically that was so bad?
Stole our children and used them as pawns for child support. You embarrass us on the daily by not dressing modestly. You talk about our mothers when we disagree with your behavior. You call us homosexual when we assert our masculinity. You lie on us to the world by telling them that we unalive you every 5.5 hours. You call the police on us and get us thrown in prison or jail more than anybody else. You disrespect us when we try to bring together our families, which is what you did when you brought up Kevin Samuels in your video. You claim that we're trash and deadbeat fathers, even though we are the most involved in our children's lives. You always talking about how we bash you, but you never bring up the videos of us doing so. What you would rather do is just say it and then act like the videos we do post about you aren't about your behavior, mannerisms, and characteristics that we wish would change. Now here you are acting like a victim, crying to us.
Not to lie to you, I support this. Moses is right.
I just have one question.
All
what
right.
did black women do
I don't know.
to
We
black
can stand to see that one again. But yeah. How we feel about that? At least we got the right number of people here. But anybody else want to come up? Now's the time. Y'all can come up. You know what I'm saying? We got 3 more super chats left. We still got time. How y'all feel about that? I mean, I was trying, and I would love to play it again because I was actually taking notes. I didn't get all my notes in, but some of the stuff he did bring up, you know what I'm saying? I could go down the line from what I did get, you know what I'm saying, and see how y'all feel about them. You know what I'm saying? Especially as queens and kings in the community. Well, what do y'all think first? And then I guess I'll do that. What do y'all think about that video first? Did you agree with anything? Not agree? And be as real as possible. Nobody is judging. You know what I'm saying?
I agreed. Because sometimes, you know, a woman is very powerful. You see, they had the storm. She calls woo. That's why they need, you know, like we can get like, you know what I'm saying? And as we posted on the videos that you posted earlier this week, I believe, how women did certain things just to make a man hurt, and they did some crazy things. And so those are behavioral issues that the guy was talking about. He said whenever we do address something, it's some of them take it too far, like the ones that talk about the wigs or things like that. Some of those guys, we're not talking about those, but for the majority, the behavior, from what I've heard from many conversations and things I've been in, the men usually just address behavior, just as any husband would do. Like, hey, you know, I don't like how you're doing this and that, but that's a behavior issue. So we have to change these things. These are action issues. Or if a father addresses you, he's usually talking to you because you act in like, you know, bad behavior or something that needs to change and correct. So I think a lot of men, they really are just speaking up on certain characteristics and behaviors that we display, which really doesn't bring glory to, you know, maybe your man in specific or the image for Black women. So sometimes correcting that, it does get backlash, or who are you to tell me this, or whatever. But some men, they take it to the extreme. And I think we hear more of those voices, and those men hear some of those voices. So they're just spewing those same talking points at Black women, you know what I'm saying? And not really being, you know, mindful of the feelings, which then that's the damage of the Black woman. So she's going to be like, okay, you just came at me, so I'm going to launch back. You know what I'm saying? You know, so
Hey, let me say this.
It's a bad cycle.
Y'all got to remember too. It's agents of chaos. You know what I'm saying? People that get on here and say things on purpose to like mess our heads up or whatever. So that goes back to what we was talking about earlier too. How sex is not easier these days. It ain't easier. I mean, it was easier probably back in the day.
Well, I was around back in the day, and I know you had to put in work to get a girl's attention, right? You wasn't just swiping left or right. You had to go by. You had to take her places. You had to do shit. You had to show value. You had to show something about yourself that made you worthy of being able to get in her panties. That's what I experienced. I can't tell you what you experienced, but I can tell you what I've experienced. The other thing I would say about the clip, that nigga was real mad. He was very angry. Now, here's the problem.
I heard like in the 70s it was popping. I heard that was popping. I heard it was popping in the 70s.
I was born in the 70s, so
I heard the 70s was popping
then. But I can tell you this: the problem with the dude in the clip, is this: if you didn't have a child with that woman, you wouldn't have to pay child support. Like these dudes act like it was just her fault that she got pregnant. It takes two to tango. Right. And the reason that she probably hit you off, because, you know, it was just always, again, I worked in a job where dudes had money. Right. These are the cats that was riding around trying to get more women involved in a situation because they had money to buy things. And there's only three things that women are attracted to. We talk about that. Your ability to provide, your ability to protect, and your ability to give a certain type of offspring. Right. So now you riding around the community with your loud booming systems, letting all the hoes know where you at. Right. Because you want a bone. This is what you want to do. No judgment. But I'm saying if you bone and you make a kid, then that is your situation. You can't be mad at her for why you buying nails and hair. Well, you out here playing your music loud enough to get other women involved. Why can't she find another baby daddy for your kid that you're not paying attention to? You understand what I'm saying? Now, I ain't saying all dudes is like that. Like the brother said, his family wasn't that way. But it was a lot of guys out here on lousy nigga shit and then get mad because she holding you accountable. Right now, I can't say that's for everybody. But the dude that's the hit dog always holler. If you're the one, every time I tell you to do something, you don't do it. Well, why you got to you tell her to do something she don't want to do? Then make her want to do it. How do you do that? By showing her the example of what you will get if you do the things the way I ask you to do them. Not the way that I commanded. Don't talk about it, be about it. And there's too many dudes out here really just talking about it. I got to bounce, baby. I'll talk to y'all soon. Hey, much love.
Thank you so much, Rob. We appreciate you.
Have a good one, brother.
Definitely. Let me put it back up. You know what? These shits, I don't have a call-in line. Maybe I'll get that set up. Because I do have a house phone. But I don't know if I'll figure it out. You know what I'm saying? I think I'm the only one that's sick of the house phone. But I'm going to figure it out how that work out. And I couldn't put it through my DJ system though. But we'll figure it out. I never thought we needed one, but yeah, you never know. Yes, D Shields, you supposed to be up here.
She said she might come up. She's having her dinner. She's having her dinner right now.
Oh, okay. Y'all messed that up. Yo, you missed the clip. You know what? If y'all want me to play it again, I can play it because I got another clip for y'all. Because I mean, we doing great on time. You know what I'm saying? You know, we got this new time. It's not glitching yet. And I hate to even say that, to even bring it up, to make it start doing that, because we've been having a really good time tonight. I got another clip. Shout out to T Lounge. Shout out to I hope I got everybody. Kwame, shout out to the clip queen. You know what I'm saying? How I'm doing the clips, Kwame?
Doing good.
Thank you. I know I said Wilson bad. Brent Reborn. I was trying to make sure I got everybody. Y'all know. Now I got another one. This is another trigger warning clip. That one was so. This one, because I think how everybody feel about this person, it might hit a little different. I didn't listen to the whole clip. I just know that a lot of y'all got an issue with this person, but what he's saying might help some stuff. It may. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna play this one for y'all here. Because we done covered almost everything. But since we are, talking about the relationships and stuff like that now, because we covered a lot. You know what I'm saying? I want to see how y'all feel about I wanted to ask another question too. But let me see how y'all feel about this one. And I figured y'all might be upset about. Oh, there's another one too. Daryl, it's on you. Not like that, but you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna ask some questions. I'm gonna ask them in the comments too. It's two. I got two more. One of them was so good that I need the women to pay attention, but that's the next one. Here we go. Y'all tell me if y'all see this one. All right. I really did my big one on these clips tonight. It's a 50th show. Y'all know how to represent. All right. Let me know when y'all see it, y'all. And hopefully it's at the start, because he start off.
Yeah.
Okay, here you go. All right, here you go, y'all.
Children are raised by a single mother right now. And it has been that way for about 50 years. So when a sister said, I don't need a man, she can find one strong enough to hold her down. Or when you meet a woman, they say, sister, I'm strong enough to be a man. You ain't got to work, or you ain't got to pay bills, or whatever. Pull back. I got you. And she can't do it because all the other men before you who disappointed her. So what I'm saying is, black men, we got to be patient with our women because we created that personality. We created that. And then we want to act like we didn't. Most of our children are raised by a single mother right now. And it has been that way for about 50 years. So when a sister says, I don't need a man, because she couldn't find one strong enough to hold her down. Or when you meet a woman and you say, sister, I'm strong enough to be a man. You ain't got to work, or you ain't got to pay the bills, or whatever. Pull back. I got you. And she can't do it because all the other men before you who disappointed her. So what I'm saying is, black men, we got to be patient with our women because we created that personality. We created that. And then we want to act like we didn't. Most of our children are.
All right. So now I want to ask, I got Stephanie up here. I got Dara up here. Y'all come up. Now's the time to come up. We got a little time here, and I want to go over some of this stuff, right? I want to talk about the I don't need a man ideology. You know, when I first started doing podcasting, that was one of my first topics. And I remember, and Just D can tell you, because Just D was my co-host, how triggered. And back then we used to do podcasts on Zoom. So you could imagine 20, 30 people in a room all on one screen. these are talking to these, and it was, when I tell you that was so I've been watching Crash House for a long time, and it's just like I go to sleep to Crash House now. That's how comfortable I am with them. You know what I'm saying? And just, it was such a trigger, and I cannot figure out why. And back then I was very bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. You know what I'm saying? And I couldn't figure it. Now I'm a little seasoned. I kind of understand it now. I want to ask you, Darryl, since you're the only man up here, and I'm sorry about that. Can you tell me, brother? If you can't, it's okay. You know what I'm saying? It's not, I'm not putting all the pressure on you, right? But to you, how does the I don't need a man? Like, how does that ideology work with you? Like, how does that make you feel? What do you think about it? And y'all don't gang up on Darryl. This is just his opinion. You know what I'm saying?
I just move on to the next.
Everybody love Darryl.
And I asked this same question on X. I put up a post. I said, do women really believe that they don't need men, or they're just saying that in the moment because they're angry at a particular man? So I really didn't get no response. Nobody really responded to it. And most women are not going to respond to it.
I can't answer it, but nobody likes my answers, so I don't. Okay. Dag, should I answer this? Okay. Me, myself, as a woman, the need part is what I have an issue with. Because if you think about it logically, you know what I'm saying? It's one thing. But if I think about it, the things I need on a daily basis to live, to breathe, to be able to sustain another day. It's been many a days where I ain't have a man in here with me. And I lived. I seen a couple of days. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's what I'm saying. The need thing, like, I need water to live. You know what I'm saying? I need, like, things like that. So the need thing is very hard for me. But if I say now, if I think it's I want a man, not I need a man. You get what I'm saying? That's the way it's worded is what bothers me. I have no problem. I know a lot of women have problems with like the submit word. I don't really have no problem with that. But that need right there, I was even going at it with the pastor. And everybody know I love my pastor. You know what I'm saying? But when he said, you know what I'm saying, that women need men, I was the first one with my hand up, Pastor, we're not going to do that. Now, I might need you. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Because I like you. But no. And I made my argument, and the people was like, but they don't want to go against the pastor, so I understood. Think about it. Think about that logically. Do we need each other? And I don't know. Ladies, Stephanie,
Yes.
tell me how you feel. Like, maybe it's just me that feel that way.
Certain
All
situations,
right.
yeah, we do.
Pick me power, ignite. Okay, here I go. Here I go. Pick me power. I need. This is how I've rationalized it. There is this man in front of me. Okay. And there are things within this man I need.
Okay.
There's his wisdom. There's his strength. There's his companionship, his love. I need those things as a woman. I need his insight. I need his leadership. Within this man, I need that. But we use it in such a way to, we twist it in a way. You know what I'm saying? The things that you need is in that person. That's what you're attracted to. Some of us, we get attracted to all the other things, like, because like you said, the things I need on a daily basis. Okay, maybe he doesn't have to do those things if he was able-bodied or wasn't able-bodied. Okay, and I can do those things as, my own, yes. But as far as the intrinsic value that person has inside, I need those things. And then, okay, cool, he has those things I need. Now I want that man. That's the man for me.
That's what I want. You know what?
I like break it down in a way that yes, that man, I need what's in him. And then yes, I want him. Okay, that's enough for me. And let's keep doing this every day until one of us expires. And that's love. But that's all it is. We're choosing that person because we saw the need, the things that in them we needed those things. And that made us even more complete. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I see it. So like you said, your perspective is that way. This is my perspective in that way, so that I can make it not divisive how we formulated it to be.
Right. I know I like that. Like you get a lot of respect from me from that, Stephanie. The way you put that would soften me. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and that's what we want more of. Good. Exactly.
Yeah, like it's stuff I need.
If a man came to you, if a man came to you and then he know like, oh man, I ain't gonna deal with evil. Now I know how she feels. She ain't gonna need me, but you like, you know what, Jenkins? I need your strength. I need your insight. I need your encouragement. That should lie a little bit, right? That brings out that man he needs to be, and you're holding him accountable in a feminine manner because you're encouraging his masculinity, and that's what they want, and that's what they need from you. Actually, that's what they need from you. So it's a reciprocal thing, but I just think that's the disconnect because we don't know how to address, we don't know how to love on one another. That brings out the best qualities that makes us qualify for one another.
I respect that. That was good, Stoney. That wasn't pick me power right there. That like you really like you okay. You know what I'm saying? Like I see it. Yeah, see, y'all gotta get at the Stephanie. That was not pick me behavior.
I use it for good.
That was a good. You know what I'm saying? I like that. That changed me a little bit. I feel you, sis. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to you, Queen. That was good.
The one thing you really don't see men saying, I don't need no woman.
Because y'all need us.
You damn right. Yeah, damn right. Yeah.
Now we gotta start camming up more. I love that. See, that's real. Like we keeping it. Hey, we keeping it all the way 100 for y'all up here tonight. You know what I'm saying? For the 50th show, we is doing this. Because there's another thing, right? I also heard him say that because of, and you know, we talking about the video, so that I don't need a man thing is one. The other one is women putting down their guard. What are y'all? And he gave a reason why. You know what I'm saying? He said, you know, she may not be able to trust this man because all the relationships she had before. You know what I'm saying? She doesn't see, you know, good men around her and stuff like that. And that is a lot of issues that a lot of women have, that guard that's up. You know what I'm saying? How is that? How is that sounding to y'all? How's that feeling to y'all? You get what I'm saying? You know, y'all just jump right up in there.
Yeah. You're saying that we put our guards up because of what again?
Like Dr. Umar was saying about women having their guards up. He said they have their guards up because like maybe their past situations or, you know, maybe the men they seen around them, or like they're not seeing good men. They're not seeing men that they can, you know, like, and he said, it could be a man that come and say, hey, I'm going to take you to bills. I'm going to do all this. And she still can't let her guard down because, you know, it's a lot of numerous reasons. You know what I'm saying? What do y'all think about that?
It's most definitely true, you know what I'm saying? Because as you learn and as you mature, especially getting more knowledge about relationships and how people act, the more you get to know yourself, you know, you kind of have to put up your boundaries. We might call them guards. Some people, they're just so damaged that they do have guards. The people that have better awareness, now I have boundaries, because when I've violated my boundaries or let these specific men in because they just said they was talking, now they disappointed me, but that's kind of my fault because I had an expectation for a person that couldn't fulfill what I needed, right? So now I got to be on boundary. I can't violate it. So every every new guy that comes, I have to see what he's about. So I kind of have to be on guard. It's good to be on guard, but some people are just guarded. You know what I'm saying? It's good to be on guard because you have to protect yourself, your heart, your feelings, because you're valuable too, and you want love. And there's predators and sharks out here. So there's nothing wrong with that. So if he proves himself be consistent, you know, and who he is, and he's coming to help, it may seem a little bit odd because yes of the past, but he is being patient with you. So, you know, kind of give him a chance and ease up a little bit, but you know, don't make him suffer, you know, because he's not all those other goons in your life. You know what I'm saying? He's not those other goons. You know, he is that nice father like Mr. Darryl that came and, you know, took up the torch and, you know, worked the situation. You know what I'm saying? Worked with the situation. You know what I'm saying? Now he garnered the respect of your child, so just try, you know what I'm saying? But you know,
I'm gonna tell you,
I can say that. Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you, I used to be the guard master. I don't know how many good dudes I had in my life, and I just couldn't let my guard down, and they couldn't get through. You gotta work for this. You know what I'm saying? This is not gonna be easy. I'm not a pushover. I'm doing my own thing. I'm not really impressed with your money. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm working hard and it was just very hard. I remember some good dudes that I remember one a couple of years ago telling me, and let me tell you something. I am a little hard. I will say that when it comes to relationships and men and stuff, I am a little hard, right? I remember this one guy saying, I had chased this guy. I was chasing him at first. By the time he started liking me, it was just like, I didn't chase you so long. It's like, you know what I'm saying? I know you like me. And it was one of them things where I guess he's playing hard to get. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? By the time I got him, I remember we were talking. We were like, what do you call it? My work husband? My work husband. I remember him saying one day out of the blue on the phone, you know, I'll pay your bills and do all this stuff for you. And I was like, this is me. Nah, I'm good. I got it. I get it. You know what I'm saying? He's like, nah. And then I was like, why do you want to do that all of a sudden? Like, you know what I'm saying? His thing was, I just want you to need me. You just a woman that don't need me. I want to feel needed. And that made me think, you know what I'm saying? It was just like, wow, I never heard that before. You know what I'm saying? So that's what said maybe my guard is up. Have any other ladies, because I heard y'all, I'm looking at y'all comments where y'all are saying about the I don't need a man thing, I want a man. And then I feel y'all on that. Has any one of the ladies ever had that where a man is like, damn, I just need you to need me in whatever capacity it is? You know what I'm saying? Like, it just really softened me up to the point where it was like, damn, what am I giving off that he'll pay all these bills? You know what I'm saying? Just so the fact, and you know what I took it as? Ladies, let me know if y'all get me on this. I took it as he wanted to control. Full guard all the way back up. Now the player want to take care of these bills. Oh, be my damn guest. You know what I'm saying? I will not fight you on this. But at the time, it was just a thing of, now you control me. I do this. I'm a boss. You know what I'm saying? And after a while, I guess, you know, you live and you learn. Ladies, tell me what y'all, because I really want to know if it was only me.
Looking back, okay, in retrospective, do you still translate it as somebody trying to control you, or do you translate it now that somebody's trying to provide for you? Because it's the same thing. So what retrospectively you view that?
Yeah, I want to say something, right? I got a homegirl up here, right? You know what I'm saying? And she never ceases to surprise me, just like Stephanie. You know what I'm saying? I just gotta give some love and some shout outs to Kwame. Kwame is like another superwoman that I know. So is Stephanie. You know what I'm saying? Stephanie's a really good woman. Sometimes we don't like the stuff that come out her mouth, but she's a good damn woman. But let me tell you what Kwame did. You know what I'm saying? and I love this queen. Let me tell you what she did. I love all my queens. Kwame said, hey, I don't know if y'all saw, I was putting something up that said, and I know Kwame, I was putting something up to say, hey, 3 more super chats. And I would give a special gift. I just need 3 more super chats. So let me show you what Kwame did. I said Kwame a boss. Let me show you what she did. Stephanie does stuff like this. Yo, my queens make me so happy. Look what Kwame did, right? So she gave one, right? I was like, all right, I'm about to get Kwame some love. Then I look, and Kwame done gave so many that they start turning different colors. So I'm thinking it's other people doing it, right? Then Kwame get a second one. And y'all said, then Kwame say, damn it, I'm going to get a third. Shout out to you, Queen. Okay. Kwame, that's tomorrow your birthday? Oh, I gotta send you something. Call you the Click Queen birthday tomorrow. Shout out to you, Queen. What you said? Oh, okay. She said play the clip. I for damn sure will play the clip. Right now, you control this, Queen.
Happy birthday, Kwame.
Happy birthday. Y'all give Kwame some love. Especially in the road. I appreciate you, Queen. That is beautiful. Let me give Kwame some love, and I'm gonna pull up her clip. I appreciate you, Queen. That was beautiful. Here we go.
Got enough to pay the rent, can we delay the bills? Another dollar getting spent, another day to chill. I can't afford to play it safe, I gotta make a deal. It's gotta be another way, a Cadillac DeVille.
Yes, shout out to you, Queen. I appreciate you. Yes, it's your birthday. We gotta do some. What's tomorrow? Friday? Kwame will tell me what she want to do. You know what I'm saying? That's what's up. You need to come to New York. We hang out. You know what I'm saying? Here you go. All right. So I'm going to pull that clip up. Give me 1 minute. Because I didn't know you sent me a clip. Kwame going to kill me. All right. I got you, Kwame. I'm going to pull that clip up. I had another clip that I wanted to play. And then, matter of fact, I might be able to pull it up right now. Oh, yeah. This one was crazy. Kwame sent me a clip today, right? And the thing about it was, right, y'all know how Brooklyn people are. Brooklyn people, we have a way of saying stuff, right? Yeah, this clip was one of the realest clips. Let me play. I'm gonna play it now, Connie. I'm gonna play it now because yo, I was shocked. But this is how New Yorkers talk. You know what I'm saying? Hey, we about to see this thing here. Here we go. Y'all let me know y'all can see it. Shout out to the birthday girl. You see it? All right.
Yeah.
You can see it? Okay. All right, here we go, y'all. Let me make sure it's turned up. You know what? I tell you what. Hold on 1 minute. All right.
Wait 20 minutes. Oh, wide face, yellow, nappy neck, diabetes toes, having to get on here and ask us a question and you really don't care. Just a way for y'all to get on here with us every day when you wake up before you brush that space where your side tooth was. You want to come on here and ask us the question. We don't ask y'all. You got a black mama, a black sister, a black auntie, probably a black baby mama, and you got a black teacher at Vacation Bible School. Ask them what you want to ask them. Leave the black women in the universe that you don't know alone because you really don't care about our answers. You want to get on here and pen to the women that you want. Go be with them. Leave us the fuck alone. Take your cheese grater, football toe, and go on somewhere and leave us the fuck alone. All black women do is wake up, drink water, and try to make sure our edges are growing in nice, thick, and healthy. And before we can even roll over and wash our, we got 100 of y'all on here want to ask us why we this. Well, ask yourself. Ask the women in your house. Leave us the fuck alone. All we want to do is live and line dance. Leave us alone. Leave us the fuck alone. Why are we on your mind 24/7? Do you have a PlayStation? Please go play it and leave black women the fuck alone. Leave us alone. God damn.
Yeah, yeah. Let me tell you something. That is, and she is from Brooklyn. I just want to say that. And y'all kind of see me crashing out like that sometimes. Yo, thank you, Kwame. Thank you. Can we talk about that one?
She need to go be with that angry brother that was in the other clip. That's what she needs. She crashed out. You need to put her on the show. She crashed out.
Yo, yeah, I need to holler. We both from Brooklyn. I'm gonna see about that. Cause let me tell you something. That's what I call telling it, keeping it real, telling it exactly how T.I. is. Like, and when I was listening, I was like, damn, she remind me of me.
What was her name? Where did she put that?
It's Tima_ from Brooklyn. Let me make sure. Follow that queen. That's another Brooklyn queen. Y'all follow her, Tima, Tima_ the words from Brooklyn.
Like, I would go on that page, on that specific video, and put hashtag Team Asia. Play with me if you want to. I will Team Asia. Fuck you. I'm out. Where my passport? I'm gone.
Yeah,
you ain't talk to me like that.
How a lot of black women feel. Yo, no. I don't know. I don't know if y'all know what started this show. What started this show was me looking every time I come on social media. It's a black man talking crazy about a black woman. And even they was enlisting the white brothers, the Caucasian brothers too. And they was uniting. And I was like, I'm tired of seeing this. So I understand what Tima from Brooklyn is talking about. And when I saw it, I say, yeah. Now, I don't see it as much as I used to see it. I think some brothers are coming to their senses, especially now with everything that's going on with, the presidency and all that stuff. But it used to be really, really bad. I seen a lot of the bad dudes. They kind of throw little stuff in there, but it's not as bad as it was. And the queens, the black women tired as hell of that. And we started to attack back. And then it started to be an issue. You get what I'm saying? We started to have our own forums and stuff. Now, when Live Ladies started, if y'all remember, 50 shows ago, Live Ladies started on somebody else's platform. Me and the dude fell out, in the worst way, and we came over here, and we've been going strong ever since. But I was tired of that nonsense too. And it was just like a whole bunch of women like, yo, I'm tired of the dumb stuff. Like, you gonna stop talking. And then there was a thing. You heard what she said, I always say all the time, you got a black mama. Like, what we talking about? You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the birthday queen. Thank you for that clip, Kwame. How you feel?
Hello. I'm feeling good. But I wanted you to play that clip, like what Daryl said when the man said what he said.
They both angry for no reason.
Oh my God.
That was a lot of
I never thought that was funny.
It was funny. It was funny.
Valid point, but it's just the anger that came about it. Like, but you got to understand, she is from Brooklyn, so I got everything she said and the way she said it. I was like, yeah, I'm at home.
But don't you see the difference in what he said compared to what she said?
Yeah. Yes. Big
difference.
Big difference.
And she probably from Brownsville.
I shout out to Brownsville.
Shout out to Brownsville. I got all Brownsville vibes.
Yeah. Well, I can say, Kwame, like you're right. There are some bad things, like, that we may do, like say, like, if we all or people that just dress like inappropriate, maybe like that, and maybe those experiences they had, those experiences you had. But like you said, from the woman, her perspective is like, just leave us alone. Because some of us, some of just regular folks, some of just regular women, they're getting blanketed into the whole situation. And we at home, look at us. We just at home, just chilling, trying to have a good conversation, or, eating dinner. So it's like the people, like they said, be honest. Like, you're attracted to those women that are kind of unruly, just like the girl is attracted to the bad boy and have bad experience, you're attracted to the bad girl because she's like, you know, she's not boring and she's like a little like she's a little spicy. But those type of people usually have you in some type of way in a crazy situation. But when retrospectively, like those guys all come together and it sounds the same, is because unfortunately they were attracted to somebody that wasn't good for them and put them through the ringer, usually in the thing. But if you're healed, like just leave me out of it. I'm still trying to work on certain things, but I tell you, this algorithm, it will keep this thing going because the likes and the views. And like, you know, I can respect Evo, even though she puts up these topics, she allows a platform for everyone to speak on it, but we're not necessarily bashing. She's having the men up here to speak. You know, it's not just us like, well, she's saying, what do you think, Daryl? Or like, you know, see, that's consideration. Those other platforms, there's no consideration. There's elevation of other women while dogging you, but that doesn't make them a better woman. That's just your preference. You're elevating and pedestalizing your preference up another woman, and that's not necessarily right. You know, don't mix the two. Just say you like that type of woman, but don't bash and say, well, black women aren't good. That's not, you know what I'm saying? But a lot of people do that. And it's just bad. But I think I don't know. I just think I don't know. It's just not good. And like you said, you hear it on every platform. You hear it on TikTok, you hear it on YouTube, you hear it on IG. It's just nonstop.
Cause that did something for me, because I was like, yes, like, you know what I'm saying? Like I think she said what every black woman wanted to say. I
just
really
leave us alone.
Yes, hopefully that went viral. I hope so. I'm going to put it up on my page, Kwame. Just so hopefully that sister go viral or something like that, because she was really saying her feelings. But you know how many women don't wanted to say that. You know what I'm saying? And you know, and just they just take it. You know what I'm saying? But you know, it's I got okay, and I got one for y'all. I got another one for y'all too. This one, if I'm not mistaken, this the one that hit my heartstrings. I think. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't quote me on that, but I think, and this is another dude that y'all really don't like. I've come to understand that y'all really don't like this dude. But matter of fact, let's play one first, and then I think I'm gonna play that one. So let's play this brother right here first. This is a good positive dude that I look at sometimes. And he was talking to the dudes too. I mean, we on the relationships right now, right? So y'all tell me if y'all can see this clip. And we just trying to cover every base, you know what I'm saying, so we can understand men more. I think we starting to understand y'all brothers, you know what I'm saying, a little more now, and how y'all feel and what y'all think, you know what I'm saying. Definitely help. I hope it helped out more the sisters and the brothers, you know, the old evolutionaries and stuff like that. Did the clip come up yet? All right, so here. Okay. Make sure that y'all can. I be forgetting. Y'all can see the clip?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, here we go, y'all.
Worst feeling for a woman is when she tries to have a conversation with a man about his behavior that hurts her every day, but instead of listening, he gets angry and turns the situation around on her and makes her look like she's the problem. The worst feeling for a woman is when she tries to have a conversation with a man about his behavior that hurts her every day, but instead of listening, he gets angry and turns the situation around on her and makes her look like she's the problem.
Okay, I want to ask the ladies about that. How do y'all feel about that? Because the men can learn some things from us too. How do and I'm sorry if I was getting some type of feedback. Let me turn y'all things back on. Ladies, how does that make you feel? Have you ever been in situations where your maid can't tell your man something? Every time you tell him something, You know what I'm saying? He try to turn it back on you or know you're wrong, or you know what I'm saying? You get some type of negative feedback from it or anything like that?
I felt like that like this past year, and it was hard because like you're trying to express your genuine concern or interest, and you're trying to see what this thing is about, right? But you felt unheard, and you're like, well, how can I move forward if I don't feel safe, and if I can't come to you now, just in this simple dating stage or getting to know you stage, how can I multiply this by 30 years, 40 years, or 50 years? That this don't make no sense. You know what I'm saying? So so I just have to like see that that's your character, or maybe that's just who you are, and I have to accept that because that's what you're showing me. And you like you said, the accountability part, I'm kind of not seeing it, or or to see my value as a woman, that when I speak, that you value my words, that I am intelligent, that I do care enough to have some input in your life because I care about you. But if you're spinning that and making it seem like I don't, you know what I'm saying? That makes you feel some type of way. You know what I'm saying? So I have to. Okay, that's fine, whatever.
It's got to take it, right? That's that narcissistic stuff too.
Yeah.
Well,
you have to be
sometimes
careful.
right.
Well, let me answer this from a man's perspective.
Okay.
It's also how you present, how you say what you're saying as well.
That makes sense.
Because a lot of women don't know how to talk to a man where he's just going to sit there and listen and respond. It comes off as nagging instead of asking a question on, listen, babe, I want to ask you something. Be totally honest with me. It's all how you speak and how you say. Y'all can get whatever y'all want if y'all talk to him the right way.
That makes sense.
So you telling me, right? And I'm just going to make an example on that, right? So if I find out my man cheating, I got to come and ask him in a calm way. I'm just asking.
You can. What's the saying? You could catch bees better with honey than with shit, or something like that.
I mean, yeah, but I just want a yes or no. That's all, Daryl. Do you expect for me, and I'm in emotional pain, you want me to say, baby, did you cheat on me?
Kwame don't pull no punches.
It's not that. Okay, how can I explain it? It's the coming off rude, disrespectful. Now, if he did something to disrespect you, by all means. If he just said something that might have hurt your feelings or something of that sort, like he was saying in the clip. Now, if he did something completely, totally wrong to you, and listen, you lash out, it is what it is. But just speaking to him, trying to get some feedback on how he's feeling about something or something like that, is how you speak to him. As far as how you put it, I wouldn't be mad if she found out I was cheating and she crashed out.
Okay, I respect that. But too, I mean, like I say to my friends all the time, and I have more male friends than I have female friends, right? It be what I could see y'all call nagging is when a woman is especially telling you how she feels, like she feels neglected. She not seeing you that much. You're not communicating with her. The relationship is, I believe women should come at it a different type of way. Yes. But y'all gotta understand, it get to that point where y'all think it's nagging, but it's a woman trying to get your attention. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know what type of woman that y'all be talking about that be this. If that's your man and you talking disrespectful to him, she was like that before you wiped her. Cause there's no way that I can't talk to my man like that. I know I can't talk to him like that. Ain't that he told me that. I just know I can't. You know what I'm saying? Because of how he carry himself. So when y'all come on here and say women be nagging, majority of the time the nagging is because there's something missing in that relationship. And y'all call it nagging. Just from me being around men and seeing what they was complaining about, what they girls were saying, which I know what they girls was complaining about, it was true because I seen it. I was around you. I know you cheating. I know you haven't been home. You didn't bring her out. You haven't brought her out to eat. When you come home, you take a shower, you come right back outside. So of course she's supposed to say something. That's when you're supposed to stop and hear your woman and put her back in that zone where she got to be comfortable, you know?
Yeah.
Where she don't have to ask you these questions. That's what men do. They don't. Some men care. Don't get me wrong. Some men care about their relationship where they do things respectfully. Where they wife don't know nothing. Why? Because he's at home when it's time to eat. He's there when she need him. When she call, he picks up. It's just some things. It's just that certain men need to just realize, like, okay, this is my woman, let me respect her. You know. But you do got them women that's out there that do be naggers. But I feel like she always been that way. That's not something that just happened. She always been that way, and now you probably at this point where you tired of it. You know?
I love everything you said, but one thing that stood out that I don't. You said when it gets to that point, that means you let it fester.
No, she been saying something to you, but you calling it nagging. You didn't hear what I said. All that
No, I got that.
nagging,
but you also said, you let it get to that point.
No, the men let it get to that point.
If it bothers you right then and there, say something. Don't let it get to that point or fester.
Well, that's what you call nagging. But that's the nagging part. If she telling you, babe, where you going? Oh, I'm going out with my boys. That's what y'all call nagging, right? Then the next day you go, she say the same thing to you again. Oh, I'm going out with my boys. Now it's piling up. Now you getting upset. Like, why the fuck did you keep asking me all these questions? And now she explode. And that's how the conversation, that's how arguments start. With both ways. But y'all call the little, like I said, I seen it. I hang with more males than I hang with females. I seen it in my life. I've seen men get in arguments with their girls so they can chill with the next girl. I've seen it. But I'm not judging all men that way. I'm not saying all men are like that because I've seen some good men. I've seen men that go home. And I've seen men that handle their business.
Look what Coach said. Coach said she nagged, but he overlooked the nagging because he wanted cheeks. Now he's mad.
It be like that sometimes. But again, if you got that woman that coming at you all disrespectful, she was like that when you first met her. It was cute then and it was attractive then.
I get it. She was spicy. I get it. We got a couple more clips, right? Because we are hitting a lot of subjects. I love this, right? So the clip queen sent me some clips here. Let's see. Let's get into this. Y'all tell me, because we got like maybe another 20 or so minutes before this thing start glitching. But I'm gonna be honest, I wrote them a nice little not wrote, but I typed them a nice little message. When was it? It was Tuesday night. Tell them stop playing with me and my $60. You know what I'm saying? Every month. And I think they might have heard me this time. I think they might have heard me.
I think in 20 minutes I'm gonna be glitching. I've been up since 5:30 this morning.
I know. I gotta be to work early too. After this,
be to work tomorrow too.
I'm sleep. Like, what we talking about? I'm asleep. But we done packed so much into these like couple of hours. This is really, really good. Y'all see this clip?
Yeah, it's up.
All right, here we go, y'all. Thank you. Here we go.
Corny is my preference is not my women. Now, I thought it was I'm not dating my women, period, which is the corniest human being outside of a criminal to me, period. Those are your roots. Those women are reflected in your roots. So if you're saying, hey, I don't generally date them, but I have more space for it, even though I still think it's a little corny.
Akash only dates brown. Akash has been with one girl in his life. who's his wife.
That's my wife. That's an
So
Indian
this
woman.
is
that was
like
important to
loyal
me.
through and through.
And I understand it's not as important for y'all, but as an Indian, there's not a lot of us who are famous. So whether you like it or not, people are looking at you as a role model. You guys have established yourselves as role models, from simps to pimps, which is another motto I find kind of corny, but I looked into what you guys are about. And a lot of the shit is just childish, which is fine if you want to be funny. We just talked about how doctors ain't shit for 45 minutes. We are not in any way life coaching. We are not in any way trying to help men outside of, hey, come have a laugh for a couple hours. If you're going to paint yourself as life coaches and then say, like, my preference is, which is honestly is, I don't want to date black girls. That's the way every black dude that fucks girls says it. I've dated black girls in my life. All right, bro. Who the fuck hasn't except me? You know what I mean? Everybody gonna dabble in everything. It is the mentality that I have an issue with. And Alex is upset with the specific words, true, but underneath it, he's upset with the mentality. And a lot of stuff you guys say in general, I think is stuff that's kind of childish. I saw a clip where you were like, oh, the nuclear family's fault. I find corny is my preference is not my women. Now, I thought it was, I'm not dating my women.
Should I stop it? Well, what y'all think about that clip? They talked about a couple of different things. You know,
I love it. I love it. I've seen this. I liked it because it's holding them accountable. And you know why I like it? They didn't say nothing because it was true. That lets me know who the real man that was talking, and the little boys shut up and sit down and listen and take this lesson real quick. And I was like, thank you guys. Somebody that can actually call them out, hold them accountable. And these men are destroying countless people while dogging out women and everything. And so and he said it's childish. It really is. A lot of this is childish. It's a lot of males. And, and unfortunately, like you said, you notice that we are all in the same situations. We all didn't grow up with the father. So the love of missing the love of the father and the wisdom of the father doesn't help the man need to be the man he needs to be. Missing the father and the love of the father for the girl is she's missing the first love to show her to have standards and to carry herself in a certain way. So for him to talk about, the nuclear family is done, but no, we need to bring back, we need to highlight the nuclear family, because if the more that we do, the less crazy podcasts that we would have like this, the less craziness we would have, and it's these voices that we would have, so it's just a lot of people are seeking, but it feels good because like, wow, yeah, that sounds right, bro. But it's childish because we haven't grown up. Some people haven't grown up, and that's why a lot of people are like, well, I can't match with this guy because he's still on some high school stuff. And like, I want a real man or things like that. Or this girl, she's still acting childish. You know what I'm saying? So it's crazy. But I like this clip and I like that man because he called him out and they were both silent. Did not talk back, no pushback. As much as he be crashing out on his show, snatching bugs and stuff, nothing. I said,
men holding men accountable. And I had a clip about that, but y'all addressed it earlier, so I like that. Yes, we gotta definitely hold each other accountable. You know what I'm saying? And like B Warren, shout out to him. He said, "Why isn't the father there?" Hey, we'll be here all night trying to figure out why.
I mean, even in this situation, I don't know if you have a clip on it or not. There's a famous basketball, whatever he is. He's paying not to be in the kid's life. So don't say, "Oh, why isn't the father there?" There's a man paying not to be there.
Anthony Edwards.
So let's not try to
a little over a mil.
Get off on it. Okay, what I'm saying? So there are people out here and we can see it. And this is like Carl said, people with money, expensive dusty dudes, and then there's the dusty dudes. You know what I'm saying? So
yes.
Don't try to throw those type of questions in here when somebody is saying I heard today, which sounds cool, since I can't have a physical AB, for the baby, I'll have a financial AB. And so that's how I'm disconnecting myself from that child. So
crazy. I don't know. Kwame, I know Kwame it sounded like she was outside. It's Dara. I'm gonna just kind of mute you in and out, but don't worry about it.
sorry. No, it wasn't my mic.
It's Daryl. I got it. Thank you, y'all. I'm gonna put up another clip. All right. And this the clip I think that hit my heartstrings. I think this is it because it was one that affected me, and I think this is the one I didn't put. So, all right. It's to the ladies too. So maybe that's the one. All right. Y'all tell me when y'all see this one. Okay, this one come up in a minute. This one I think is the one that affected me. This is it. I got more, but it was something about this one, and I happen to like Steve Harvey. A lot of people don't. But can y'all see it?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Here we go, y'all.
Do this one right here. If you're in a relationship with a guy and you're talking about a problem you might have, you know, men by nature, the one thing we fixers. See, when we talking to our wife or our woman and she tell us a problem, we try to provide a solution right now. You know why we want a solution? So we can quit talking about it.
Yeah.
Because we know tomorrow's going to be some more stuff. So let me just provide a solution for the problem so we can move on. Here's when you know you have nothing. Is if every time you mention any type of problem to this guy, he offers you nothing. There's no solution. There's no assistance. I'm not talking about give you money, but I'm talking about sitting down, trying to help you work through the problem. If you have a problem in school, let me help you through school. You have a problem with your kids, well, why don't you try this? If you have a problem and you present it to him and he never offers you a solution, try to solve the problem, what you dating him for? Ladies, let me give you this one right here.
Yeah, we got to hear that.
If you're in a relationship with a guy and you're talking about a problem you might have, you know, men by nature, the one thing we fixers. See, when we talking to our wife or our woman and she tell us a problem, we try to provide a solution right now. You know why we want a solution? So we can quit talking about it.
Yeah.
Because we know tomorrow's going to be some more stuff. So let me just provide a solution for the problem so we can move on. Here's when you know you have nothing. Is if every time you mention any type of problem to this guy, he offers you nothing. There's no solution. There's no assistance. I'm not talking about give you money, but I'm talking about sitting down, trying to help you work through the problem. If you have a problem in school, let me help you through school. You have a problem with your kids, well, why don't you try this? If you have a problem and you present it to him and he never offers you a solution, try to solve the problem, what you dating him for? Ladies, let me.
All right. Now that's what I want to talk about. This is what we call the fixer. That wasn't the clip that affected me, but that wasn't the clip. I'll have it again because I'm doing a special show on Saturday. So it's something I want to bring up to the ladies. So I'm definitely doing that Saturday. Y'all look out for that. It's gonna be here on YouTube. It's something we got to look at and we got to figure out. So I think I'll probably be the best one to bring that up. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know I'm gonna keep it real, so that's what it is. Now, I want to ask y'all about, let me unmute y'all, about the fixer. Has any woman in this chat known the fixer? A man that fixes things, he fixes your problems. He might be handy. You might tell him, you know what I'm saying? Anything. Like you might tell him, you know, I'm hungry today, I didn't eat. He comes with food. You know what I'm saying? You tell him, you know, I need such and such. You know what I'm saying? You know, I need a screwdriver or something. I gotta go to the store and get it. He gets it. Like he fixes your problems. And you see how Steve said about why he fixes your problems? Because men are naturally, I guess the good ones, I don't know. They like to fix problems so they don't have to hear about it no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, has anybody had a fixer in their life? Y'all let me know in the comments, ladies. Yeah, Stephanie, tell me about your fixer. How did that work? Like, what type of stuff he did and what made him a fixer?
Yeah, anything I had like concerns about or things that I didn't even notice would fix them. Like I had my little Michael Kors jacket. It had a big tear in the back. Now I'm a seamstress. I got sewing machine. You see all this thread. I didn't sew it, okay? So I'm just going about my life.
I'm gonna holler at you. I didn't know that.
I'm just like going through my life, like I don't got time. He saw the hole in my jacket when he was putting it on, like when I was leaving. His house, we had Sunday dinner all the time every week. And he was like, "Oh, look at your jacket." He said, "I said no, that's nothing. Whatever, just brushing it off." He said, "Take the card and buy you a new jacket, whatever you like." I was like,
Nice.
that was nice. And I was like, he said, "No, just go ahead." But that's just how he was. He's just generous. He want to fix everything. And that's just how he was. It was nothing that I asked for. I just enjoyed him as him. But as a man, that how he showed up, that's how he showed up. Now, like, this is when he would get aggravated, right? So at work, I would experience a lot of things that were, these people treat me a certain way. Well, this is what you do, and such and such and such. And I'm like, no, I don't want to do it. Then he said, then what's the problem? Like, either you're gonna fix it or not. So like, what are we talking about here? So he was like, I was coming to him, but when he gave the solution, what I need to do, and I was like, oh no, he was like, so it would just boggle him, like, it don't make no sense. You asked me, so I gave you a solution, but you don't want to take it. So it was funny. Well, just keep experiencing what you're experiencing. You know what I'm saying? So he didn't put no corners with me. So he was still the man, and he didn't let me, he wasn't no pushover either. So that was cool. So he kind of held me accountable in that way too. Yeah. So it was funny, but he was like, don't bring it up if you're not gonna
if you're not gonna do anything about it. I'm gonna be honest, that's kind of why I started dating like military men, army men and stuff, because they like that, like ladies, and I know y'all quiet right now, I don't know why, you know what I'm saying, but it's something about men in the service. I've always, like, they are fixers, like because that's what they do. So you say something, they just stand and try to fix it. Let me tell you something. I haven't had a lot of them in my lifetime. You know what I'm saying? But what I found, like, I actually have one now. When I tell you, this man is amazing. Little stuff I be saying, he fixes. He gives me these insights on things. You know what I'm saying? He tells me when I'm wrong too, but he got my back too. You get what I'm saying? Like, this is the stuff this is what I'm saying, ladies. You have a man that's perfect for you. You got what I'm saying? You have to figure out who that is. Like, I need a fixer. That's what I need. I'm the type of person where I pull up on my problems. You know what I'm saying? And I try to execute them. It is so relieving to have a man that if I say, not asking him for nothing, and he goes ahead and does it. I don't have to ask for nothing. He gives me my space when I need it. You know what I'm saying? He's there when I need him. You know what I'm saying? Like, amazing. You know what I'm saying? And every man is not a fixer. So if you know you need a fixer, you know what I'm saying? You need to go get him. This is a man that he probably don't want to keep hearing you complain. He probably don't. You know what I'm saying? But it's also a selfless way of a man being. You get what I'm saying? That's a man that you probably can start a family with. That's a man that you probably can trust. You know what I'm saying? He gonna hold you down. You know what I'm saying? Or a lot of all they ask for is loyalty most of the time. They don't ask for a lot. You get what I'm saying? And also a man that can listen to what you're saying. You know what I'm saying? Because you may be giving him wisdom, like just like he giving you wisdom, and he can take it and run with it. You get what I'm saying? You know, I call myself a lot of times putting ideas. I plant the seed. You know what I'm saying? And every now and then I'll say something about it. If he go ahead and execute it, that's what I need. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I say, hey, I'm the type of woman, I'm going to need you to get a better job because I like nice things. And he go get a better job. Yeah, like stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like, hey, any little thing. And you see him trying to help. You know what I'm saying? Ladies, that's one. That's a good one. I'm just going to say it. Now, I'm going to talk about something else on Saturday. Y'all should probably pull up to see what that is. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to give y'all insights on something that we seen and we not even paying attention to. You know what I'm saying? But, Yeah, shout out to the fixers. You know what I'm saying? I know I cut off y'all mics because I was getting that feedback. Let me cut y'all mics back on. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the fixers. Well, let me ask you something. And I probably have to mute when you talk. What do you think about the fixer? What makes a man a fixer? And what do you feel about them?
A man that really cares about you is gonna want to fix things in your life. It makes his life easier. It makes his life a whole lot easier. Listen, babe, she be like, yo, listen, I'm going through something. You know, I need help with this. You know, I was trying to figure out, but I don't have time to do it. So I'll probably get it done this weekend. He's gonna be like, you know what? I want to see you this weekend. But if you doing it this weekend, I'm not gonna have time to see you. So I'm gonna go get the shit done today. So you don't have to do it this weekend, and I have time to see you this weekend.
Yes. I love that.
That's how I think. Like I even and I joke around. I was joking around with a coworker today, and I consider myself Oliver Pope, the male version of Olivia Pope. I'm a fixer. I even told him today. I said, I think after work, because we had a long day in emergency room. They drank the hell out of me. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go get me a nice bottle of. I'm gonna get me some Olivia Pope wine, that real good expensive stuff.
Yeah, she did.
Have me a drink. He was like, well, why Olivia Pope wine? I said, because I consider myself Oliver Pope. And he started laughing. I was like, yo, I just like, you know, to help my lady with things. It makes her life easier, so she makes my life easier.
Yeah,
it's nice. And now, Evo, do you find yourself that you're reciprocal to that guy because he helps you in your life? Are you reciprocal to him?
Yes, a fixer is sexy. Let me tell you something. What I need.
I'm telling you,
I need a man with wisdom, and a fixer. I found that I've needed the fixer more than I've needed the man with wisdom. You know what I'm saying? I used to like men that used to tell me stories, like, you know what I'm saying? And you know, I'm learning stuff from them. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Mo. You know what I'm saying? Mo is like that. I've been watching him on Spaces for a couple of days. Mo is very wise. I listen to him, and he gives me like jewels and stuff as he's talking. You know what I'm saying? I always like to watch Mo talk. Y'all know Mo. Mo been up here before. Like that type of wisdom and stuff, I like to be around. You know what I'm saying? The fixer is what I need. Like they fit into my life very well because I'm doing 10 million things. If you can alleviate some of the load of what I'm doing, I need you in my life. You know what I'm saying? Like I can say that. I can officially say need. You know what I'm saying? You know, I mean, one, happy wife, happy life. You know what I'm saying? That's one. You know what I'm saying? Another thing is I know you hear me by what you're doing. I know you understand what's going on by your movements, your emotions, what you are doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can say I need something, 2 weeks ago. And you know what I'm saying? And also he was listening to me, you know what I'm saying, when I was talking like that. Oh, he's trying to help. That's what I need. Because I'm the type of person, how can I say it? If I know you down for me, I'm gonna ride with you forever. You know what I'm saying? I'm super loyal. Always been super loyal. You know what I'm saying? When I don't sense the loyalty, I will leave. And y'all have seen me do that a million times. I have left situations because I didn't feel like there was no loyalty. You know what I'm saying? That disrespect and trying to play me stuff, it does not work for me at all. I do not mind creating my own lane. You know what I'm saying? And bringing my people with me. Not a problem. Never been a problem. And that's what just works for me. So I found what works for me. You know what I'm saying? Ladies, I hope y'all find what works for you. You know what I'm saying? And maybe that should be a show. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking about it. What works for you, ladies? Y'all may see that, you know what I'm saying, coming sometime soon. Because y'all know me. I'm always working. I always got the pen and the pad here. I'll never stop nothing. That was kind of the last clip, and I had a lot more, but I think that we have, I'm sorry, y'all, am I muting y'all? I'm sorry. It was a little feedback. I'm muting y'all. Okay. Yeah, it's still feedback. I'm all right. So, I think we have covered everything. Now, I wanted to ask y'all something, right? Because I wanted to do the giveaway. But I'll be honest. Kwame gave 3,000. Technically, only 3 people gave. Right?
I'm so sorry, y'all. My man called. I'm sorry, my man called. So that's why I jumped out.
Kwame, you talking to us?
Yeah, I said my bad. My man had called, so that's why I had just jumped out real quick.
Lord,
My phone was ringing.
Answer that. No, we respect that.
Yeah.
Answer the call.
Yeah,
oh yeah, I'm going to answer that call.
That's right. So maybe okay. All right. So I tell y'all what, Black Beauty, Daryl, Kwame, you got what I'm saying? I got y'all. We didn't reach our goal. Technically. You know what I'm saying? There's supposed to be 5 different super chats. Kwame held us down though, right? So I'm gonna make sure I send something out to y'all. All right, I got you. No problem. You know what I'm saying? Maybe we'll try it again. Maybe I gotta do a raffle or something like that. I don't know. Cause I mean we got 3. It was good. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate y'all. Definitely. Cause I was gonna give. It was just gonna be. I can still do it. It's not a problem. But for tonight, I'm gonna send y'all something, and I am going to need y'all addresses. If you got an issue with that, y'all can look me up. I have official business. I do with these addresses. I send y'all stuff out, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? If you ever order something again, I'm gonna have to ask for the address again. I do not. You know what I'm saying? That's a thing you have to do. And I'm pretty sure what I'm gonna do, y'all gonna like it. Y'all definitely are going to probably get used to that. You understand? So, you know what I'm saying? I got y'all. Black Beauty, you know what to do. I got you. Holla at me. You know what I'm saying? Down with Bobby. You know what I'm saying? I holla at y'all to get my stuff on too. You know what I'm saying? Black Beauty, Instagram account. That's hit me up. I'll send something outside. I got you, Black Beauty. Hopefully you still here. You might not be. I think about it. All right, so look. This was a great show. And I'm gonna tell you why this was a great show. Because this is one of the shows where we hit everything. You know what I'm saying? We talked about everything. We even got some stuff that I didn't even think about. You know what I'm saying? When it came to men. This show was so productive. I'm proud of it because when people watch it back, they're going to get a lot of gems. We dropped $1 million worth of game. And it just wasn't me this time. You know what I'm saying? It was everybody. You know what I'm saying? Everybody. And we're going to give a shout out. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you know what we got to do? I almost forgot. This is Live Ladies. This is the 50th episode. Oh, we got to do Dear Ladies. What am I thinking about? Yeah, we got to do Dear Ladies. So I tell you what. Now is the time, right? Well, I'm going to ask y'all, if you haven't subscribed, you have watched the show, you have liked the show, I have had all my family, my social media family up here to put some jewels in your head to help you. Hey, I'm hoping that y'all subscribe. If you didn't, please subscribe now. Hit that button. Also, please like this video if you haven't. And I'm gonna be honest, y'all always represent liking the video. If you haven't liked the video, please like the video. Shout out to my evolutionaries because y'all paved the way. Y'all make this. I love coming and talking to y'all. You know what I'm saying? This is like one of the joys of my damn life. All right. You know what I'm saying? And I could be myself and y'all accept me. That's a beautiful thing. You know what I'm saying? Another thing is y'all need that notification bell, not for me, for you. We going up this summer. I don't know if they told you. You know what I'm saying? But hey, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, we about to get it in. I'm just gonna tell you about to get it in. You know what I'm saying? So I just don't say it. I actually show y'all what to do. So we're about to do another thing if you're new and you've never seen it before. But let me show you how to do what I was just talking about with the subscribing, all right? Here this video go. Watch it. You know what I'm saying? I'm coming right back. Here we go. All right, yes. So that is, please hit the subscribe button. It may say subscribe on it. It may look like a triangle and a circle. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it is, please hit it. You know what I'm saying? If you are not subscribed, I need you to subscribe right now. Let's get it. And if now for you is tomorrow, still hit that subscribe button. You know what I'm saying? It is on the video. I think tomorrow it may be purple, but who knows? You know what I'm saying? Whatever color it is, hit it. Hit, you know what I'm saying? Also, like I said, like the video. If you're in here tonight, like the video. If you're here tomorrow, please like this video. It shows YouTube that this is a very productive and great show. You know what I'm saying? And I need that. Help your sister out. You know what I'm saying? You know, also the notification bell, I keep telling you, is for you. It's the only way you're going to know when we are on, especially if you're not a follower of my Instagram account. Okay, which is Evolutionary Media, all one word. You know what I'm saying? I always put my stuff up there before I come over here. But if you are not, you know what I'm saying? Hit that notification bell. Even if you are, hit it. It's for you. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it is. All right. And another thing, now I'm talking real fast because it's about to start. I don't know. It may not. I was on what you call back. It may not. But I know we got a cap. So this is the time. If you're new, if you're not, you know that we do something called Dear Ladies. This is episode 50. This is a milestone. You know what I'm saying? The show that, guess what? Some black sisters, all right? Some beautiful black queens can coexist and stay together. And you seen a million of them. It's a million live ladies. Yeah, you don't, you may see a different one every show. You know what I'm saying? But look, they all, this is the source. And we always come back in some type of way, all right? You know what I'm saying? So now we do a segment called Dear Ladies. The show is called Live Ladies because we all live. But what Dear Ladies is let's say you had something to say, you didn't get a chance to say it. Let's say you wanted to tell somebody something, you know what I'm saying, that, you know, you forgot, maybe you didn't like what they said or whatever. You want to address it now in a positive way. You know what I'm saying? This is a very positive show. Or let's say you just got some advice and everybody need to hear it, especially the ladies. Since this is a lady show, what we do, we start off everything with Dear Ladies. Now, let me tell you something. You got something to say to the brothers? We have got very progressive. And you can say, dear fellas, dear ladies, dear fellas. But we try to say Dear Ladies is the Live Lady Show. All right? All right, so here we go. All right? All right, so now, what we gonna do? Because Daryl, have you ever done one of these a daily? I don't think so, right, Daryl? You have. So would you like to start first? We usually do the ladies last. Would you like to start first?
I'm good.
You can. All right, and I think I got a mute your talk. I think that's what it is. All right, so let me just put you up here.
Dear ladies, I want to let y'all know that there are a lot of good men out there that aren't locked up. They're going to care about you. They're going to make sure you're provided for. They're going to protect you. They're going to be your fixer. They're going to do all the things that you need them to do. And they're going to love you the right way, the way they should. You just have to find him. He's going to hold himself accountable, and he's definitely going to hold you accountable. So you have to be ready for that. But don't give up on us yet. There's a lot of us out there. That's it.
All right, you have done this before. That was great. Good job, Daryl. Good job. Yes. All right, Kwame, you ready, Queen?
I think I need to go live because after what Daryl said, Stephanie to go because I'm going a different route.
Yeah, I might have to go. Daryl was exceptional. I think he wrapped up the whole thing because okay.
No, go ahead.
Dear ladies.
Oh, wait,
Okay.
stop. Wait. Here we go.
Dear ladies, you just heard a man be accountable. You just heard a good man say that there's some good guys out there, but you have to try to find them, which means we can't listen to every voice out here, to all the ones that are, using ill will words against you. Do not listen to those men, because they're using and blaming others because they don't want to take accountability, because taking accountability does take a lot of courage, and it does hurt. Truth hurts sometimes when you're holding a mirror up to yourself. So be accountable, and when it comes to you, don't be afraid to embrace it, but also use your femininity so that you're not emasculating anyone, and that you can get more with that honey, right? And you don't turn that good man away if he notices something off about your character. Talk about it. Be feminine, and work with that good man, and see if he's a good fit for you, and you're a good fit for him, and walk that thing out. And I appreciate Daryl for saying that. And just by him saying that, I know that there's hope out there. We just have to keep it alive in our hearts and just be what we want to see, and then we will attract what we need. Peace.
All right, y'all are doing a great job. All right, yes. All right, Kwame, you ready, Queen?
I mean, they just messed my whole flow up. Both of them.
Come on, Kwame. We know you got some wisdom in there. Come on, girl.
Okay, I'm going.
Give us that birthday wisdom. Come on.
Okay, so, dear ladies, give me 1 second. Let me shut my door down. Dear ladies, I know y'all probably sitting up thinking that black men gave up on us, which they didn't. Not all. Trust and believe. I do believe most of them, the ones that didn't give up on us, need to speak out more. Shouldn't care what other men say to them about women, because if they speak up, things will be different. I guarantee you. I believe that all the way. To women, I know some women out there, you probably, majority of the time, you don't have experience with a good man. So you won't understand what a good man is if you never experience it. But I'm telling you, if he show you some type of attention, he respects you, give that brother a chance. Trust and believe. You might think he a cornball, but trust, believe, behind all that, he's a good man. Don't, just, oh my God, there's so much I want to say, but Stephanie and them just mess me all up. But dear ladies, let me just tell y'all this. We're gonna be good out here. You understand? We strong. And keep up. Just pay attention. Be happy. Live life, enjoy it, because life is short. 1 minute you here, next minute you gone. And you don't want to go alone. You don't want to be by yourself. Trust me. Evolution said something earlier about she understand now when women say they need a man. It's not that's all you need, but trust and believe me, I had to experience that to realize I needed a man that completed me. So again, dear ladies, I guarantee you next week I will be up here and I will have something better to say, and I'm going to go first. I'm done. I'm not going last no more. I'm not going last no more. Okay.
You did good, Queen.
And Steph and Daryl said some good stuff, and I'm like, oh, I don't want to be the bad apple. So
Daryl was on point. I was like,
he was. Wow.
The good man, they're not in jail. Yes.
Like the damn heartstrings. Let me go. I'm gonna go real quick. It's gonna be so quick. All right, guys. Let me tell you something. Ladies, gentlemen, this was such a great show. For the 50th. We've been showing so much range and progression. You get what I'm saying? On this show, people have been learning. It's been just a beautiful show to even host, and just to be around these beautiful souls and the chat, the evolutionaries in the chat. It's been great. I'm gonna tell you something. I have learned so much about men and especially black men, you know what I'm saying? And some of the trials and tribulations they face, and and just how they think certain ways. And, a lot of this was from research, but then they have the good brothers we had up here tonight. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to all of them. Shout out to all of them. We got Rob Hines. You know what I'm saying? Y'all check out the Rob Hines effect. It's a beautiful thing. You know what I'm saying? We also had Daryl. You know what I'm saying? Everybody loves Daryl. You know what I'm saying? We had Coach Ferd. Coach Ferd. You know what I'm saying? Coach a little rough around the edges, but he means well. And a lot of times he does drop a lot of signs. And we also had Super Gang. You know what I'm saying? Super Gang used to be real wild, but Super Gang was, he was good tonight. You know what I'm saying? He getting better and better. We just got to work on his Wi-Fi, but he was outside. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna figure it out, because we need to hear more from that brother. Super Gang, you know what I'm saying? I feel you. It's about to get hot, everybody outside. But this is what I want to say on this subject. Dear ladies, you know what I'm saying? I think like what Dad was saying made sense. We not let's just not give up on the brothers yet, because I'm finding there are more good brothers out here now. You just gotta pray. You know what I'm saying? That you find one, you get you one. You know what I'm saying? Talk more to God, get yourself together. While you waiting for him, work on yourself. If you know there's work you got to do, things that work on yourself. I always say therapy. I have 2 therapists. You know what I'm saying? That's the time to do it. When you get them, you know what I'm saying? It's going to be such a blessing. And think about getting you, a man that fits into your life. You got what I'm saying? And you'll know him when he comes. Even if you don't know him now, you'll know him when he comes. But just sit sometime and think about what you like and what you need in your life. You know what I'm saying? You matter. You know what I'm saying? You are the blessing. You know what I'm saying? And let me tell you something. It is some good men out here. All right? It is. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you just got to think and open your mind up a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it is. Also, those that showed support and gave love tonight, you know what I'm saying, in the form of super chats, you know what I'm saying, I just want to shout y'all out. That was Black Beauty, that was Darryl Whitaker, that was Kwame, you know what I'm saying. I will be hitting y'all up. I'm going to do something special for y'all, you know what I'm saying. So y'all look out for that. We didn't reach the goal, though. We got to start reaching this goal. But I appreciate y'all so much. And I said we're going to do a special giveaway. So that's what we're going to do. You know what I'm saying? Let me come down from here. We're going to be all right, ladies. We definitely going to be all right. And black men still do want us. I heard y'all say they want us. You know what I'm saying? Just have the what they say, the chaos agents that make it bad for every damn body else. We'll get over it. We're gonna keep talking and having these dialogues. You know what I'm saying? It'll work out. Trust me, it'll work out. Okay, so how y'all feeling? Y'all ready to have a good night? I gotta be up for work early in the morning. So this is gonna be it for me. I got one more thing though, I forgot. Let me I just want to say and give a special shout out to my girl, to one of our queens, Kwame. Let me tell you something. Kwame holds things down. I appreciate that, queen. You know what I'm saying? I could probably be more vocal when it comes to that queen, because she's always there when I need her. You know what I'm saying? She's going to have a beautiful birthday tomorrow. I'm going to pray for that sister. I'm going to hit her up and try to, at least let her know that she is special to me. If y'all know Kwame, I got Kwame on the Instagram. Please hit that queen up tomorrow and tell her happy birthday or something. Let her know that y'all appreciate her. You know what I'm saying? She is one of the good sisters that we have, especially on this platform here. You know what I'm saying? So happy birthday to you, queen. You know what I'm saying? And hey, if you really want to get wild, you come over to New York. You know what I'm saying? We tear up the streets. That might be fun. But yeah.
Listen, if I come up there, I'm not coming back.
Oh, yeah, because it's going to get wild.
Yeah, I'm not coming back until Sunday.
Yeah.
So we will link up after we get out of work tomorrow and talk about it.
Yes. And y'all hit Kwame up and wish her happy birthday. Y'all show Kwame some love. I know everybody got Kwame. You know what I'm saying? What's your handle, Kwame? I don't know, people, if you want to give it, it's up to you.
Don't play with me. Don't play with me 222.
Yes, it's Don't Play With Me 222. Y'all hit that queen up and show us some love tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? She the best with the clips. You know what I'm saying? Yo, Kwame, I'll give you a clip in less than 2 minutes. You're like, Kwame already typing. You know what I'm saying? Like, we need that around here.
Listen, you know what my playlist name is.
Yes.
What is it?
It's called Evo Clips. I love that. You know what I'm saying? I love that. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, this is a great show. We appreciate all of y'all that's still here. Thank you to the evolutionaries. I keep saying I got stuff coming for you. I'm working every day to get this stuff out and make it authentic. It's one thing to give y'all products and stuff that are subpar because somebody wants your money. No, when y'all get these products that I'm about to give y'all, I want y'all to look at it and be like, damn, Evolution did her thing on this one. This is nice. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm going for. That takes a little more time. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so we working on that, but when I get it to y'all, trust me, y'all gonna love it. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it is. I'm working. You know what I'm saying? I'm working it out. Y'all know that's all I do. But you know what I'm saying? I'm working for the love of the evolutionaries. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we doing. That's what the game plan is. All right, and we did good. We only went a little over, so we did good as far as the StreamYard is concerned. They let me live tonight because I wrote a whole man. I was writing last night. I did not appreciate it, and I told them I want my money back. That changes things, right? So y'all have a good night. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna see y'all Saturday because I really want to show the ladies something. Fellas, y'all can come in on this because I will be talking about y'all in certain situations. I really want to show the women, the evolutionaries, the queens. I really want to show y'all something. I would really love to have the men in the building for this. I really would. Because some of y'all can understand what's going on when I start talking about this. I ain't even going to tell y'all what it is. It's going to be so legendary. I ain't even going to tell y'all what it is. If y'all remember my Clear Huxtable stream, then y'all know it's going to be on those lines. See what I'm saying? But it's going to be a connect from that disconnect. That's what I'm saying. All right, so y'all roll with your girl. Y'all know I'm always figuring this stuff out. But we're going to put it together. You know what I'm saying? Yes. All right. So y'all have a good night. I'm going to sleep.
I'm going to be browsing the internet, but it's my night off. But I had a good time and just a very nice, good discussion. No crash out. Just good. That's good.
Thank you, Queen. And all of y'all was great. I appreciate y'all. Stephanie, Daryl, Kwame, y'all, everybody, Rob Hodge, Go Furry, Super Cat, everybody that was up here, y'all did an amazing job tonight. You know what I'm saying? Y'all my social media family, y'all my evolutionaries. I love y'all. You know what I'm saying? And I will be seeing y'all on Saturday. Get with it. You know what I'm saying? Do not miss it. All right. Y'all have a great night, y'all. I love y'all. Good night, y'all.
Good night.
Night.
A lot, I'm only needing one thing. Don't need the jewels and the pearls and all the things in between. I need a lot of your time, and I be needing attention. Need that next level love, boy, you know I'm feeling ascension. I'm feeling ascension. I see what we're missing. Put some clothes on, baby, can we go to a dinner? Let's go to a movie for just us two. Let's make new memories between me and you. Heels, check. Beat, check. Run up the check, baby, tell me what's next. Hey, love, check. Fun, check. One-on-one, baby, we needed this. It's a day night. Get dressed, let's get dressed, let's. It's a day night. No stress, no. No stress, no. It's a day night. Get dressed, let's get dressed, let's. It's a day night. No stress, no. No stress, no. Know you needing my time, and I'm needing you too. Fly me out to dinner, reservation for two. I can't even deny, I ain't even gon' lie, that you really got my heart. Tonight it's a whole vibe. Tonight it's about us, riding round Billy Truck. Know they faces is stuck, unconditional love. Tonight we gon' make some memories, ain't thinking about our enemies. Pop out and we make a scene and drop about 300 beans. Hills, check, beat, check, run up the check, baby, tell me what's next. Hey, love, check, fun, check, one-on-one, baby, we needed this. It's a day night, get dressed, let's get dressed, let's. It's a day night, no stress, no stress, no. It's a day night, get dressed, let's get dressed, let's. It's a day night, no stress, no stress, no.